difficulties, but we're here, and I'm Ken, your DM.
I'm Sarah, playing Hope.
Gemma playing Caitlin as usual.
Steven playing Asher.
Mike playing Vladrin.
If anybody is watching this, let us know if the sound is working, please.
Please.
We're auto-focusing right now, so I gotta fix that real quick.
Sorry.
Camera stuff's the best.
If you ever want to donate and we actually be a real stream, by all means.
A
we
real
have
stream?
Real stream.
Real stream?
Real stream. Stream. Real stream.
All the strims.
Multiple
I'll
streams.
We'll have to worry about that later. We're gonna focus back and forth for the rest of the day.
Yay.
I also have to go walk in front of the cameras to move the TV. Pardon us.
Move the TV.
Why do you have to move the TV?
Thank you, Legends of Hyrule, for sponsoring us today.
Right?
Or just Twitch, I guess.
It's just Twitch.
I know. I like to dream.
No
I like to
sponsors.
dream.
I gotta mute.
Gemma, why are you blowing up my tablets? Could you stop? Could you stop? Could you please stop sending me messages?
I'm not.
Yeah, you are. Could you stop this? I'm at 45,
It just catches
55.
up.
Anyway,
Stop it.
so
Steven.
when last we left off, I don't need this.
Still going.
Fuck.
Today's the best.
This is going super well. We are professionals. We have our shit together.
Yes.
All right. Well, at least that's easy to fix. So, for today, you all have after a. There we, let me get in here. You have defeated a small pack of gnolls that were rampaging across the fields
I
of the
don't
dead.
think 12 small pack of noodles.
There were 24 total.
Yeah, that's not a small.
Small.
It's a value pack.
You met a nice ranger gentleman named Gary,
Gary.
who
man.
has since taken you to his farmhouse to meet his lady friend and show you a well-used path that will take you the rest of the way. For some reason, you're wondering now why you didn't just stay on this path the whole time to get to Baldur's Gate. Maybe you got some bad information in the village that is near Dragonspire Keep. Somebody seemed to be misleading you for some reason.
We like to take the path less traveled.
But
More experience.
now
Exactly.
you are at a very
We
nice
survive.
3-bedroom ranch house with a second story and a greenhouse and a rather nice set of farmland. Across the other side of the road, about half a mile down the road towards the bridge, is a keep that he has informed you are some people who patrol the road in this area and make sure everybody's safe if they try and take the bridge. He also said that he believes they are paladins like yourself. In the meantime, you've had a comfortable night hanging out at his house. He opened up what he calls the den for two of you to sleep in, and then the other two you can use the spare bedroom that they call the guest room. Both of which are, well, the guest room is furnished to what you think is his lady friend's taste.
Yeah.
The den is furnished to his taste. You can tell there's some very strange artwork in here. You're not sure if Gary painted it himself or had it commissioned. It's nothing you would expect to find in the bazaar in Baldur's Gate or in Waterdeep.
I'm just picturing like weed posters and
I'm
everything.
just
There
picturing
is-
Burning Man.
There is some, no, this predates Burning Man, I believe. His,
like psychedelic like paintings and stuff like
yes.
that.
Yes, he
There-
comes from a time before our own.
yes, there is
A long,
some
long time ago.
some paintings that are done in a what you imagine to be hard to acquire glow-in-the-dark pigment.
Oh, he's got neons.
Fucking love Gary.
Yes.
A lot of them say
Kills lady friend. Give him a reason to follow us.
words in common tongue, which you find almost a little disturbing, that say things like Jimmy rules and Grateful Dead.
Why are the dead grateful? I don't understand.
I don't think he likes undead. But this makes me wonder.
But
So are you guys taking that room?
yeah,
Yes.
that he
Yeah.
kind of puts to the dudes, as he calls it. It's the dudes room.
Yeah, man, that sounds alright.
Because you picked up his lingo, that's...
But you have a rather enjoyable and comfortable night. The air in here is clean, as well as the outside is clean. So it's a big departure from your time you spent in Baldur's Gate and
That's good.
your time traveling, because it is warm in here.
Yeah. That is weird.
Comfortably so.
It's been so cold.
Yeah.
Well, it's been so cold for you two, these two don't feel.
I stopped feeling it a little bit ago, but it's still most of everything, especially
Oh,
that
that's right.
fucking river.
When you're in
Just
your armor,
you.
you're fine.
When I'm in
It's
my
just me.
armor, yeah. Yeah.
It's just me that's freezing my tits off.
So is anybody watching? Can anybody tell us if everything's working, everything's totally fucked up?
I did see video, so
Yeah,
at
same.
least they can see the faces.
Can you check sound and see if the air conditioner is making it so we can't be heard?
There's a little white noise behind it, but we're fine.
We're fine? I'm going to leave the AC
Yeah, I can
on.
hear just a little bit of whirring.
As I said,
Okay.
it's a little bit of white noise. I mean,
We'll leave it on for now.
what we can do at a later date, if you want to play with it on a different day, like on a Thursday or something,
Is isolate it?
is isolate it. We drop our levels and adjust our levels so that it records at a certain level and it doesn't pick that guy out.
Because it is going to be hot in
It's
here.
gonna be load as balls
Yeah.
these next couple of weeks, and just all the way up until September.
Hey,
So-
Steve, you have the dice under the couch.
Well, also, I found a...
Which way? This way?
That way.
Yep.
I found a
Thank
purple
you.
four-sided under
That's
that
probably
chair.
this dude.
Thank you. Actually, nope. Shiny. That's you.
Oh, that is neat.
I don't know how it got all the way over there.
Did you find it with
Magic.
your foot?
Aggressive
no, I found
dice
it
rolls.
when I was pushing the chair back.
Okay, good. I was
Um,
gonna say, like, that's how I'd expect you would find a D4 if it lost.
No,
never lost
I
one.
didn't get the caltrop experience.
Okay.
Unless it was yours.
Oh, that's right, because you also have a cup of dice.
I guess it could be matched to this one.
Yeah.
I think it might be yours. I think I have all of mine.
Yep. Well, that's gonna be on both of you guys to figure it out because
Well,
you both have that cup of dice.
We'll worry about it if
Yeah.
it comes up. So, after a pleasant evening, a decidedly vegetarian dinner.
Oh, I'm stuffed.
I could use more.
Also, you notice that
It's better for you.
Gary's lady friend is very fussy about the dinner. She's constantly asking you if everything's okay.
Oh, that kind of fussy. Okay, I thought she was just like
Yeah.
miffed that she had to
She-
make dinner for more. That's okay,
No,
that's a
no,
different
no. In
fussy.
fact, she remarks on several times how she's so nice to be able to cook for more than just her and Gary.
Yeah.
Is it at least like good vegetarian and not like rabbit food?
There's actually a lot of
You said lentils and stuff, right?
there's a lot of
Yeah.
lentils with now they don't like
Artichoke.
I don't know if they can grow that at this far north.
But they've got their own little climate thing going on.
Yeah, but they
right?
have to get the seeds.
Oh, yeah, true. True.
Yeah, that
true,
is
true.
a thing.
I just really dig artichokes.
But
There's other great things.
anyway, not to go too deeply into the menu. But it is nice enough. They seem to have a few things that aren't vegetarian or not vegan, which isn't a word that's bandied about the table or anything. But they have things like butter and rolls and bread and stuff that is
I'd probably fill up more on that then.
freshly baked, and the butter seems strangely
Salted or sweet?
No.
herbed.
Yeah.
A piney,
Yeah.
Possibly.
piney flavor.
By the way.
Oh, thank you.
Got it.
Anyway, moving on. You sleep very well.
Yeah.
In fact, at first trying to go to sleep though, it's a little dizzy, but you awake in the morning
Yeah.
refreshed.
I wasn't understanding. I was like, oh, so they flavored the butter. That's cool.
It-
It's
it
like,
is
no,
flavored.
it's drugs.
Yeah, so you wake feeling very comfortable, and you're in your separate rooms. What would you like to do as the sun comes through the paned glass windows that are covered with a fabric, rather than shutters, there's actually like fabric on a pole through rings.
I'm
like
making
curtains.
sure, because the glass is super clear, right?
It is.
I'm making sure that the curtains are still closed.
They are.
And just keeping it that way. And then, because I assume I wake up early and I'll just like, I'll poke hope away.
Well, you never actually sleep. You just kind of
Yeah.
like, boom. But
I
But
like-
you felt like almost like you could actually do what those other races do and sleep last night, but you managed to just kind of.
'Cause there's
You
all-
finally get to meditate. You almost actually passed out.
Interesting.
I'd like to try and maybe with one of like Gary or his lady friends help if they're willing, fashion like a very thick strap for the lyre, so maybe I don't have to sit down while
Well,
playing it.
Gary does seem to do a lot of arts and crafts. You noticed the night before there were a lot of plants in clay pots hung with a twiny fabric hanging in
Macrame.
corners with beads and strange things
Yeah.
beaded through them. You also think that the beads in the pots are like larger versions of the little beads that are in the woman's hair.
Okay.
Quick cut to you
Oh shit.
when you wake up in the morning. For the first time in a long time, you remember a dream.
Oh balls. Okay.
Usually, just dreams, but this was a dream almost like recollection, like your brain sorting things out in your head. It wasn't like an outside influence kind of dream, but
Okay.
you remember symbols, and you basically just dreamt of the time you spent in Siliqui's ring chamber.
Okay.
And you remember the picture on the wall. If I'm not mistaken, you had an upgrade to your brain
Yeah.
when you leveled.
I have some synapses that are better connected now.
And you remember all of the teleportation circles.
Cool.
As opposed to the one she trained you on.
Cool.
You now think you could probably duplicate all of them.
Okay.
You're not sure what any of them go to.
That's fine.
He unlocks his neural synapses?
Yeah.
Or his neural upgrades?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's his name from Deus Ex.
But you also remember the picture.
Yeah.
I need you to make a
Wisdom saving throw.
no, just a straight intelligence check.
Do 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 do.
Actually, probably with advantage now because of your skill.
Do.
Oh yeah, it's way better.
Oh shit. That was like a 10 difference?
Yeah, it's a 10 difference. 24.
Now, you never really took the time to look at the picture as anything but a very strangely created picture.
Very lifelike.
Very lifelike.
That's what caught me off guard.
But you remember one of the symbols or one of the rings in Siliqui's portal. Not the one she showed you, but
One of the ones there.
rings. A lot of the same symbols are on that big blue comforter that her party was holding in front of it in that picture.
Oh, as if they found another circle kind of thing?
No, like that big blue comforter that had arcane lines all over it.
Mm-hmm.
Off in the far corner of that was just barely kind of like hanging because they weren't holding it out completely flat. They were holding it like towards the center, and the edges were kind of folded down,
Mhm.
like it was made out of cloth. So it's kind of like waved. Just in the far corner, some of the symbols match the ring that you now remember.
Okay.
What that means, you're not sure.
Not sure.
It's almost like
But you just kind of like
necklace.
wake up going,
Yeah, well.
oh yeah, I remember that now. And then you have kind of,
My mouth's really dry.
yeah,
Yeah.
all of you.
So then I'll come to thirsty. Very thirsty.
Oh man, does this happen every time?
You're
I had
pretty
this
sure
last
it's not
time.
the dream because he's
I had-
acting
I-
the same way you
I had
both
this
act.
last time.
What do you mean you had this last time?
You dry mouth, right?
Yeah.
Feels like I ate a lot of like sand or, something dried up my mouth.
Or you
It's-
just haven't had a drink of water in a day.
Yeah.
You
Maybe we
both
should
feel the
just-
same way.
I'm sure there's clean water around here. That'd be,
There's snow right outside.
Just eat water.
oh.
10 gallons.
Yeah. It probably tastes familiar, right? That.
Yeah, you're familiar with the feeling.
Yeah. It's like
The rest of these folks are
Yeah.
straight edge.
Always lit.
it's gonna be like, that's some good stuff.
That's good
I
shit.
really like that dinner. How'd you like that dinner?
You hear some noise of someone puttering around in the house outside. By the footfalls, you think it's Gary.
Yeah.
And you hear the
Gary.
sound of whistling past your window outside. High
I feel
pitched.
like
It's
Jerry
daylight.
kind of shuffles when he's not outside.
a little bit, yeah.
When he's not trying to like track or
It
stealth.
sounds like somebody walking around the house in bare feet. Yeah, so stop. Outside, you hear somebody whistling a happy tune, possibly while they work out in the garden in the morning.
Vladrin pats Asher on the back and walks out.
Okay.
You
Towards.
walk
Are you gonna put it in a
out
full
to what looks
It's
like
nice, comfy.
lukewarm, fresh bread set out on a table. There is some more of the lentils from last night that have been mixed up with some kind of fruit. Looks revolting.
Oh, I never thought to mix those. That looks delicious.
If you get close to it, it turns out it's not lentils. And it's kind of like hard. And it's granola. There are oats and things that have been solidified with honey and put in little cubes out on the table next to some bread.
Is
and then you see Gary walking up going, "Hey man, you guys slept in pretty late last night."
yeah, there was
Or this morning. Sorry. This morning.
Well, it was good to be off the road.
Yeah, it's very good to be off the road. Oh. I'm still rubbing my head.
Yeah. You don't have a headache or
No,
anything, you
if
just-
any-
no,
your
it's
muscles
it's
are
me.
more
It's me.
relaxed.
Yeah, exactly. They're just more firing off, and it's just like
Yeah.
that's
something you have to
interesting.
get used to.
Yeah.
You also, there's like a book you read when you were still an accountant. Just kind of like as you like sitting in here, and all just kind of flooding back into your head. All of a sudden, you're just like something triggered it, and you're just like,
Yeah.
oats, prices of oats from 10 years ago. Get it out of here.
Yeah. 3 silver a barrel.
oh god.
Shipment of 200.
Yeah.
Is what's her name again? It's Lil?
It was
Lil.
like,
Lil?
he called
It
her
was.
Lil.
It's Lil, and it's Liliandra, I think.
Yes.
Liliandra.
Yeah.
Is
I was totally
Liliandra
gonna say that
out,
too.
or is it only?
Just Gary in the house.
Just Gary in the house.
You think she's probably outside?
Whistling.
Yes.
Oh, she's the one whistling outside.
Yeah.
Okay. Vladrin wants to go out and talk to her.
I'm just eating the bread.
I'm gonna be eating the granola, and I'm gonna be putting up one of my parchments. I'm gonna draw out.
Where are you putting up the parchment?
Oh, the tape?
I'll mage hand it up.
Alright.
Just to like have it be pushed up on top of the wall, just so I have a flat surface.
Okay.
And so I'm kind of holding it there with mage hand, and then I'm drawing it out the circle.
The circle that you're just
That I
trying to
remember.
draw all the circles out.
Yeah.
It was a big room.
Yeah. Well, this is
you're
mainly the
drawing
one
like
of the.
very, very small versions of the
Yeah, just so
circle?
that I can like keep it noted and just like. Just mainly trying to take it from out of here and something tangible.
Alright, hoping it'll stop digging
Yeah.
the inside of your eyes.
Because
Alright.
that's what I'm thinking is like because it's there, like something is up, so I need to like get it out.
Right. So yeah, Asher's doing something strange.
It's usual.
That's normal.
Yeah.
I'd be more worried if he
Vladrin just
wasn't.
kind of like grab a handful of granola and walk out the front door.
Yeah, like I look at it for a second and like try something like
It's awfully sweet.
yeah, and then like actually take like a little bit I don't eat and bring it out with me.
Okay. So you two, just
Yeah.
eating, hanging out.
Yep.
Gary's just all, you guys can just chill as long as you want, man. I'm hanging out. Seal's out working in the garden. I'm gonna go check my my plants in a little bit, do some watering and stuff. But yeah, mi casa su casa, man. And you'd have no idea
Yeah.
what he's saying.
Much appreciated. If I could impose a little bit further, I was wondering if you might be able to help me make a sort of strap for my instrument,
Sure,
so I don't have to sit down.
sure. And he goes and gets his guitar.
Yeah.
And he goes, and you see it's got a strap
Yeah.
on it. And he says something like this, and he kind of like pulls it out,
Yeah.
and he says, so any colors? I like the rainbow colors on mine.
I am partial to red.
I can do that. Red dye's a little hard to come by, but I can probably swing something. Maybe I'll see if Lil's got some like flowers or something I can mush up.
That'd be much appreciated. Although if it's any imposition, then it's fine.
Yeah, red and blue are hard to do sometimes.
Just that I'm not.
I can do
thinking-
green.
Green is lovely.
Got lots of green.
Green is lovely.
Hey, if we're lucky, maybe some dye merchant will come by on the road while you're here hanging out.
If we're lucky.
Cool, man.
Aren't we going to throw the weapon into the abyss today?
All right, lady. Yeah.
Oh, that is probably important.
That is a little bit more
Just
imperative.
a little bit.
Besides, if anything, it's a quick jaunt to go over to the portal, right? It's nearby, you say?
Yeah, a couple hours.
Do you know how to open the portal?
I think it's always open, man.
That's terrifying.
Do things come through often?
Not too often. It's kind of small.
Still terrifying nonetheless. Alright, yeah, so maybe we rest up a bit, get our bearings, and we head out.
You are hanging out with Lil.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Basically just starts off by asking her
She looks over and goes, "Oh, Mr. Furbolg, how you doing?"
hi Liliandra.
In Elvish.
In Elvish. Hello Liliandra, how are you today?
Oh, just puttering around in my garden.
Yeah, I wanted to actually ask you a little bit about that. You're so you're from this area. You're not like Gary.
Oh, I'm from down south, but yes.
Okay, yeah, that's what you know plants of all types and things.
I'm familiar with most types, yes.
I was wondering if maybe I can pick your brain, walk through the garden with you while you're working.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm happy to show you what I've got planted.
Yeah, I'd love to chat and just maybe
If-
talk to the plants a little
She
bit.
says, and if you want to ask about, and she points over at the greenhouse, you're going to have to ask Gary.
And I give her a little wink and I'm like, I was planning on it a little bit later.
So you two she's just
Yeah,
pointing
she's
out
like,
the various
"Hey, what's
plants
that?"
she's
Yeah.
got going. While you two are chatting, a person is approaching from the north down the road.
Oh, there is the die sales.
About When he gets to maybe about 100 foot, he yells out, "Hello, Lil!" Like he knows it. It's
Okay, he's fine.
it's a human, you believe. He's about 6'4",
Big guy.
very, very dark skin, head shaved completely, and he's wearing what looks like a tunic with the underneath that looks like the under padding you would wear for chainmail or scale mail.
Oh, the padded cloth.
Yeah.
So it doesn't rub
And then he's
raw.
got like a tunic pulled over.
Yeah.
So he's
And
likely
he's wearing boots that look like they're made to, as he gets close. No, they're made to have
oh, they've
armor
got like
strapped
not
onto
grease.
Oh, okay, so
Oh,
like-
so he's
so-
not fully armored up
He's
yet.
wearing
not,
his.
he's not armored at
You
all.
could say he's wearing his under armor.
Exactly. Yes. Very
Yeah.
sportingly. He is got a long sword at his belt, but you can see that he's very purposefully got a peace strap across the handle. You don't know if that's what he does to come visit, or if that's his standard look.
Okay. We'll watch him, but
He walks up to Lil and Common Tongue, has a brief conversation about I hear Gary's back. He has a very southern accent. You're not quite sure where he plays. He is speaking Common Tongue, but the accent is strange.
little parts are
Like
harder to pick up.
Swordcoat South.
Possibly even further,
Okay.
like Summer Isles south.
Okay.
Oh, so
But you do also notice he is peeking out from his tunic every once in a while is a holy symbol of a sun.
Oh, stop.
I am sporting mine, but not like any armor or anything like that. It's just the holy symbol, and just a shirt,
You're almost dressed in the same attire as him.
basically.
Yeah.
But not even like
you're
not
padding.
even the fucking chain.
Yeah.
Like padding.
Yeah.
It's literally just a shirt.
Common clothes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So
on my cat.
she will introduce
My
the
cat.
two of you.
Okay.
She says this is. Sorry, she says this is Sir Baron, Mr. Veladrin, and Sir Baron, who you assume is Sir Baron. He goes, just Baron's fine, and it's not a title. It's my name. It's unfortunate.
Ah, I had no.
It's just my name is just Baron.
That's a new one.
Pleased to meet you,
Please-
sir. I have
pleased
not
to meet
seen
you
a
as well.
furball this far south in quite some time.
Well, I'm not really a local furbolg, if you want to call it that. I've been around a little bit. I hear of a furbolg.
You're not armed.
Tribe of
currently,
North.
right?
No.
No.
Just the holy symbol. That's all he needs. He says there's a tribe of North I know of, but I've been meaning to look at them. That's it. I've seen your
The keep.
not a keep. I've seen your keep up there.
Oh yes, we've.
Yeah.
I've actually just been. It's a bit embarrassing. It sounds like I'm bragging. I've just been put in charge
That sounds like
by
more
our
work.
order.
That sounds like more work.
Yes, it's our previous. Our previous master has retired, and they decided to promote me in his place. I'm not sure I'm ready for the responsibility.
I see.
But, if it's Lathander's will, it's Lathander's will.
Yes. The gods do choose many things for us to do that we did not expect. Is that not true? I mean, you come here often.
Yes, in fact, I've come to ask. We're having a bit of a celebration, and I thought I would see if Lil and Gary could provide us with some spices that we need for our banquet.
Oh yeah, they would have all those kinds of things, wouldn't they?
And
Don't you, Lil?
Just while as soon as you're done having this, just
Yeah.
in the middle of this conversation, Lil actually comes up with a bag that she seems to have been preparing while you were talking. And she goes, "Here you go, Baron. It should be everything you were looking for." And he goes, kind of raising his hand and goes, gives her a bow and goes, "Sir?"
It was nice meeting you.
And he says, "Well, I must get big." He doesn't stutter. I do.
He doesn't
I must be getting back to the men. Well, actually, he doesn't. I must be getting back to the troops. Just wanted to. This will be a nice surprise for them. They weren't expecting it. And good day to you. If you're crossing the bridge, do stop by and feel free to pay your respects or whatever you'd like.
Might gather the rest of my party and stop by.
That would be nice.
Good day, Sir Baron. Helm's blessings upon you.
And I didn't. Oh, Philadrin. I
Philadrin.
think it was said.
Yes.
Sir Philadrin.
Just Flodgen's fine.
Well then, just Baron, please.
I'll only call you Baron. No need to bring up the first.
And then he kind of like, with a bit of a spring in his step, he's like throwing the bag back and forth between his hands and starts whistling as he walks back up the north up the road.
I was just like, what kind of spice is that?
Oh, she says just some, and she like names off like coriander, sage.
Yeah, some like
Nothing untoward.
yeah.
She says it's none of Gary's special mix.
You might want to. Maybe we could get some of that too.
Oh,
just
you'll
for
have
the
to
road.
talk to Gary.
Oh, okay. Oh. Yes. We'll do
Oh,
that.
or do you mean just?
I meant some spices.
Oh,
Actually.
you're welcome to pick whatever you like from the garden. Take as much as you need. It grows back.
Oh,
The
sounds
more you
great,
pick,
man.
the more it grows.
Sounds great, man. Cool. I forgot about that. Cool. He's gonna basically spend a little bit more time with her.
Just kind of like, ooh, that'll work.
Yeah. And then like, oh, would this go good with this? How do I dry this? How do I? Yeah.
So you,
Feel like a kid in a candy store.
what are you two doing? Well, he's out. Seems to be having fun in the garden for like an hour.
I'm just drawing the circles.
I'd actually start copying down some, like we have that book of sheet music.
Yes.
I'd be copying some into some loose pages I have to trace for Gary's strap he's making me.
Oh, okay.
From sheet music.
Sure. All right. So that's gonna take a bit.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Just eating bread and staying out of the sunlight?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Fucking day.
I'm probably just like, I'm either bugging Asher, like, ooh,
What you doing there, nerd? What you doing, nerd?
The greatest.
First.
yeah, I'll probably just either be like watching Hope standing over her shoulder or like standing behind
So you're
Asher.
just basically irritating the rest of the party then?
Except me. Except
you're
Fletcher.
outside.
Exactly. He's in the
Right
safe
outside
zone.
right now. It's morning.
That's the safe zone. That's how you get away from Caleb. Go outside.
Okay.
After spending a little bit of time picking various spices and other herbs.
Yeah, she's out there for about another 2-3 hours, and then she says, "Well, I'm going in."
Oh, great! I'm gonna go see Gary.
Oh, I'm sure he's puttering around the house.
Find him somewhere.
Actually, he probably went out to the
Greenhouse.
greenhouse.
Yeah, that's where he's gonna go look.
Greenhouse.
He's gonna go look in the greenhouse.
You see Gary out there with what looks like a tin watering can, talking to the plants in
You're like,
a language you don't understand.
Let me show you. How
You
it's
could
done.
talk to the plants too and tell them to grow better.
Oh yeah, but I mean they'd listen to him.
Uh,
I just wanna introduce myself. and
he's
be
talking to
nice,
the
yeah.
plants in a tone that would sound like what you would expect to be someone talking to like their daughter or their son if they were very small.
Like come in, and I'm assuming that I'm assuming there's enough room for a normal person to pass. How much room is there for me to pass?
There's plenty of room.
Okay, good. He's got spacing.
Yeah.
He's walking. Never seen these plants before, so just
No,
like
and it's also inside this room. It is very warm and very humid.
that is. Man, hey Gary.
Hey,
How's it going,
furry
man?
dude? Pretty good, man. Just didn't want to neglect my babies here, so I'm just making sure everybody's still doing okay.
No, that sounds good, man.
Had a little blight in here last year, but cleaned it out. Now everything looks good.
Should I roll history or for blight, or would that be like Arcana?
You don't know if he means like an actual like magical blight or maybe just some fungus.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. It could be that he's using a word for something that isn't like overstating
because
it.
blight to
Hyperbole.
use is something like
Yeah.
a really nasty spell that you cast on people.
Yeah, I'm just saying like either a blight or like a blight creature.
Yeah.
So the that was what I instantly thought. He's like, oh, okay. What about well, that sounds good. You gotta keep your plants
Yeah,
going
man.
well. So
Take
how
care
old
of
are
your
they?
plants, they'll take care of you.
Always.
And he just
He just gives you a little.
yeah, start talking to him just like
Yeah.
trying to get an idea about
Says
what.
you gotta plant them fresh every year, man.
Oh really? Oh, what do they call those? Perennials?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, or annuals, whatever they are. Yeah.
He says
What
they
we were
stop,
talking about.
They stop really producing after a year, so you gotta pull them all up, and and he says like all the rope in there is made from like last couple of years harvest, man.
Oh, is it good rope?
Hemp rope.
It's the best rope, man.
Oh,
The
hemp.
man will tell you different, but it's the best. It also makes like lamp oil, and you can use it for like you can use it in baking and all sorts of stuff, man.
Wow. What about you said you had seeds,
Yeah, man.
because you said the man doesn't like the
Well,
Doesn't like-
not here, man. Man doesn't care here. The pigs don't care here, man. It's almost like they don't know what I got.
Because I wonder if I were to somehow plant some of these of my own and start tending to them, I would just want to
He
make sure
says-
the man doesn't get involved.
He's just all, oh, that's cool,
Because this is
man.
fine, I know.
He's
This
just
is
all,
fine.
if you want me to make you a couple, I can put like a bag of seeds together for you, man.
Yeah, I really like that, man. We can, and also some of that
All right,
flower
so
stuff.
you're
Yeah.
taking care
Basically, just
yeah,
does
you're trying to get a stash of
yeah,
your own.
he's doing a drug stuff.
So around noon, Lil is back inside. Her and Gary are fiddling around in the kitchen making lunch for everybody. There's a little bit of giggling going on in there every once in a while.
Gross.
Evidently, Gary, when he's at home, is a little handsy. You're all pretty much just hanging out in the living room, or is anybody doing anything?
It said as soon as I finish drawing the circles, I'm gonna go back to studying the Mordecai's book.
Okay.
I'm just gonna, I guess, because you pull out the Plains book.
No, it's the Mordecai's.
Puts
yeah.
the new book out.
It's the new book.
Is you like the Plains writ?
Yes, it's something I am interested in. Why?
You could say that. He always drove one of our professors crazy in school.
I did actually.
It was very funny.
Is it, do you think you could try to push Gary a little more to take us to Zanzibarto? Because I feel like it's being
What?
pushed
It's almost
off.
noon.
Yeah. He did say it was about an hour away.
Well, I mean, I'm content doing my book work. If someone else wants to convince him, it should be on them.
She'll grab Hope's hand and lead her
And I
to
just
the
nod, and
kitchen.
I'm like, there you go.
So you're gonna grab Hope for emotional support and go into the kitchen?
No, be like Bard. Social.
Charisma.
All right. So you're gonna ask Hope to.
Yeah.
So go
Because I
ahead.
think your persuasion's a little better than mine, right?
Well, you should go ahead and talk to Hope.
Probably. I have expertise in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you help me
I
out?
should go ahead and
Hope?
talk. I haven't had a chance to use.
Because I feel like you could get to the point across nicely.
Sure.
Because you are a bard.
Technically.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my first thought when you said you were grabbing seeds. I was like, oh, dude, awaken it? That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I didn't think of that, but yeah, that's even better.
Yeah, it'd be adorable.
Yeah.
Awaken weed plant.
Awaken weed
Can they
plant.
Right?
talk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Hey, man! Welcome back, dude!
Here's a good bud for you, man.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
I've been growing that
Although-
one since you left.
But they die each year.
Do they? Oh, it's a sad life. It's like a fruit fly.
I just have to keep getting new ones. It's like
They
the
really die each year? Is it like one of those plants where they just kind of shrivel up and
yeah,
die?
they drop like 1,000 billion fucking seeds, and then those. That's all about, yeah.
At least you'll get seeds after it dies.
Hmm?
At least you'll get the seeds after it dies.
Exactly, yeah. But for hemp is even cooler because it refertilizes it, or like puts more nutrients back into the soil afterwards. You can use the stalks for the fiber materials like rope and crap like that, and the seeds you press for oil for like cooking and all the other crap we was talking about. You also feed the seeds to cattle, has a heck of nutrients in it and stuff. Way better than the normal
Corn and stuff.
corn
that have been
and crap
creamed.
feed. Yeah, the staple.
I feel
Did we
might
did
be-
we lose
Sorry.
lose the plot on the game here?
We did. We got into hemp
A
and
little
stuff.
bit.
You guys
Just
were
'cause
talking
we
about
were-
going and
Yeah, so I was
being-
going to the
being bardic.
kitchen.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did
Talk to
commission
Gary.
Hope to
So-
go talk to Gary.
You see in there, Lil is in front of
No dead.
a stove,
Just like to imagine that.
like a potbelly iron stove. Gary is standing behind her, and they're both cooking.
I'm just kind of like,
And I'm just like slightly behind Hope.
When you come in, if you like, Lil will push Gary back. They're in the kitchen. Pushes him back, and Gary goes, "Hey man, what can I do for you?"
oh, we were just, I know that you must be so happy to be home, but we were just wondering when we could dispose of the claw.
Claw? What claw, man?
The mall claw Venugu.
Oh, that thing. Well, you wanna go now?
Yes, I believe if you are ready.
Sure. I can take you to the portal.
So
It's no big deal, man.
Thank you.
we'll just go tell
Is
Vlad
everyone
and-
going?
Yes.
I think Asher would want to
I believe if we went to a portal to another plane without Asher, he might actually stab me.
To be honest, Abyss, not really.
go. So
Not that kind of wizard.
I would go back and I'll just.
Yes.
Cause we're going to the portal now.
No, I know. I heard you guys from the kitchen. It's not that big of a farmhouse.
Actually, it's a pretty big one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you did
Compared
still
to-
hear from the
yeah,
kitchen. They were
compared to
quiet.
Bikini.
So Gary comes out in a few seconds. He's just all, hey, so you guys taking your horses or what?
I believe so. You are much faster than us.
Yes. As much as I don't like it, but yeah, we probably should.
All right, where'd you put the thing anyway?
That's in the wagon. In the
Hmm.
chest.
Cool, man, let's go.
Alright.
So
Are we
all
taking
four
the
of
whole-
you mount up and
Are we
put-
taking the
Yeah.
wagon or?
Just the horses.
All right, then I'll do the 10-minute ritual to do tensors.
Okay, so you're
And
gonna
then
have
just-
a following.
Yep.
How long does that spell last?
1 hour.
Take probably ought to get you just about there.
Okay.
You're gonna have to. Are you riding on someone's
Yep.
second on a horse?
Yep, and it follows 30 feet behind me.
How are you getting there, or are you staying behind?
I'm just gonna come with them.
Yeah, but you're too big.
You can't fit on any of the horses.
How much do you weigh?
And
Oh, I thought we
then-
were taking the cart.
no.
No.
How much do
not
you weigh?
Well,
Okay.
I feel like a
I could
horse.
I could
handle
sit on
it.
Well, I
tensors.
just wanted to.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Wait.
I could put him on tensors.
No, plate armor is like what, 80 pounds?
Yeah.
Horses can handle a lot.
No, we're talking about tensors. I am at least 250, maybe.
That's fine. The
300.
chest isn't that much.
I'm maybe 300.
You can't ride something that's your same size class. He cannot ride a large
He's
creature.
technically
He's a medium.
though.
He is a medium.
Yeah, but he qualifies as large.
Yeah. No,
Um,
I
So
agree.
I thought I was
For-
just gonna
for-
stand on
for
Tenzers,
weight and things.
just like
Yeah.
Okay.
He qualifies as
No,
large.
I'd put just like, come on, climb on it. Just sit on the box. Just don't shift your weight too much.
I'm assuming it kind of like.
One of you could technically ride him because of his size.
And strength.
Yeah.
That's why. Kinda...
That's why he can't ride a
No,
horse.
exactly that right.
But that's why
Exactly
he's.
that right.
That's why he can't ride a horse. Anyway, so yeah, you're going to you staying behind then?
No,
I was
putting him on
Oh,
tensors.
I'm on
So you're
Tenzers.
sitting on the back of it with the box.
It's like
in
at
way?
the full weight.
I like to
basically.
imagine he's sitting on it.
I'm
Oh,
sitting,
you're sitting on the
yeah.
box. Okay, it's
Yeah,
silly
if it
looking,
can,
but
if it can bear me.
we'll go.
Who, are you riding your own horse, or are you on
Nope.
the back of Hope's?
I did
Oops.
put on
Yeah.
the armor.
There's no way I'm going to be able to
Okay.
handle it.
So you take 10 minutes to put all the armor on.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
they come and grab me, I'm like, oh, well, gotta
Well,
grab the
just
armor.
in case.
That'd be about the time that it'd take for me to do the
Are you
ritual
wearing
anyways.
armor as well?
Yes.
All of you?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Not knowing what you're prepared for when you go to
We're going
the
to
gate.
Well,
portal
she
of the
knows-
abyss.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're expecting war.
In the Underdark, there are portals to the abyss, so she knows that shit can come out of it.
I just like to imagine we get there and we throw it in and then it just pops back out.
Hope's just a pessimist.
You just so.
Just, so there's someone on the other side like, we don't want your trash.
Put the soda can in the garbage can.
Don't litter the abyss.
So he actually doesn't take you along the road. You go easterly,
Okay.
kind of a bit north. Not in the direction of the keep either, which is more straight north down the road.
Yeah.
You kind of go over a couple hills.
Sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, there's a speed bump.
Asher doesn't like horses.
And then you come to a spot where the snow has started to turn a bit gray, as opposed to the white snow that you've been seeing on the ground.
Are we coming near the river?
No.
No, not yet. Okay.
The river actually runs from here. It runs more east to west, but it is a good. You think it's probably a good half hour north of here
Okay,
from
so
where
we're,
you've
we're
come.
definitely a ways away.
Yeah. You're. Let me just make absolutely sure I'm not making this up wrong.
This is
I
when
was
we,
gonna say,
this is when we stray from the source material.
I have the map over here as well. I have to
Yes.
use-
Okay,
this
so
one. That's this one.
you're actually you can just at the edge of your vision see the beginnings of a forest in the cold winter plains. Yes,
Okay.
but it's still well off in the distance, several like maybe a day away if you were to travel.
There we go. Making me queasy. Sorry.
But because of the winter sky and air, your vision goes very, very far, and you're also midday.
Hey, Gary. You ever heard of that forest?
Yeah, man. Some people around here call it like the forest of worms.
Really, man?
Yeah, I don't. I hope. I mean, if it's like a forest full of worms, I mean,
That sounds pretty gross, actually.
I mean, I've seen some pretty big worms, man. Like at least that big.
yeah.
They were kind of
It
reddish.
says, but every once in a while, I see a dragon fly over from this area.
And I just,
Whoa!
and I'm just like, that's
Wow.
kind of one. That kind of one. That's terrifying.
Baby dragon?
What, Gary? What color? Out of curiosity.
I think it was green. No, it might have been black. It's kind of like black and green. It was small, about the size of my horse,
Well, it's a tan.
or about the size of your horse. He doesn't own a horse.
You know what a black or green dragon
Yeah.
is. Unless you're...
On a 10.
Yeah.
So I'll just be like, well, nonetheless, we probably shouldn't go into the forest.
Well, it's actually we're not going that far.
All right.
He's like, I was just curious.
Well, that's
It's
No, I get it.
very foresty.
It is. I know. I understand.
And
Furbolg.
every
He
forest
says,
has been
but
terrifying
I
so
asked
far.
Lil, and she said they're not. She's pretty sure there aren't any dragons actually in the forest.
Okay.
It's just a name from
It's
a
just
forgotten
where
age.
they shit.
Well, that or
Hey man, that's pretty funny. Could be.
that or it's a name that used to be called it before there were dragons there,
Oh,
and
like
the
a
name's
history.
Like yes, you could almost say.
Anyway, man.
So, that satisfies my curiosity. Let's get this evil piece of shit out of our lives and our
That's
plane
cool,
of existence.
man. I can dig it. You guys are really motivated. It's alright. It's alright. Just want to make sure I'm not getting this wrong. I thought I read this.
We enjoy thorough accuracy.
This area terrifies me because I know all the stuff.
And he says, yeah. He says, I'm pretty sure there aren't any actual dragons in there because they'd probably eat all the nasty things that come out of there.
Mm.
He says, that's where the gnolls came from.
Oh.
Lovely.
Yes. Prime real estate, you could say.
Yeah.
Well, we only have maybe another 15-20 minutes before that spell runs out, so we should probably pick
we're
up
here,
pace.
man.
Oh,
He says, it's about there. And he points to a spot in the air.
How high up?
He says, like maybe 15, 20 feet. And he says, you can't really see it from over here. Here, Asher, come around over here, man.
I do it, and both Fladrin and the box follow,
Okay.
because unless you get off.
As you
No,
walk
so
around the spot that he's pointing to, at first you don't see anything from this side.
And then you
As
turn.
you walk, it looks like there's a line drawn in the air.
Okay.
And then you turn around and it expands to what looks like a slightly gray tear in the sky. You can see, if you weren't specifically looking for it though, you'd miss it because you can only see it from like one very small angle. Otherwise it looks just like a line. If he wasn't pointing at it, you'd walk right by it.
It's like a glitch in a game. You get that angle and you see
exactly.
past it.
It's like plane seeming or
Yeah.
plane lines in a
That's cool.
video game.
If it feels like it's been nearly an hour since he last did the ritual,
Yeah,
I'm
it
just
feels
gonna
like it's
hop
about
off.
to drop.
I'm just gonna hop off and be like, I don't want this to
Actually,
happen.
you can tell your spell is almost
Yeah.
at its end.
I got another 2 minutes before that ends off, so you might want to.
I'm good walking now.
Huh. The question is,
He says, I actually like put a ladder up against it once just to see, and it kind of like hangs out over hell, man. It's pretty freaky.
Hmm.
But it's like in the air over there too.
But it does support weight.
No, I have a ladder. Two-sided ladder.
Oh.
I'm assuming you didn't bring it with us, right?
Oh man, totally didn't think of it. But you got a horse. You could stand on. I could stand on the back of your horse.
I
I can stand on your
right?
shoulders if you want. Or,
Yeah.
yeah, sure, you're pretty tall.
Just gonna like put my hands down.
He's just like,
I'm gonna put my hands down for whoever wants to stand on it.
I'll get on yours.
can you lift? You can probably lift the box. It's one you made, so I
Yeah.
assume you didn't make it out of like, you made it out of the planks that were
Yep.
you bought to make chairs out of.
Yep.
Alrighty, here we
So
go.
you're gonna try and hoist, just kind of like grab him by the feet, or you're gonna actually like around his legs.
I'm assuming my hands are big enough that they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
That they are basically like two like.
And he's
And
19
giant,
strength.
Yeah, you
And you have that size category
size
lifting.
larger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so go ahead and just give me a strength check just to make sure you don't like. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So he
Asha,
like
it's your moment to shine.
he actually like
Inspiration.
puts his hand out and you step into him like a
child.
like you're stepping onto a
Or-
forklift.
I was imagining it was like a powerlifting cheerleader is what
Yeah.
you were doing.
Ready?
I
And then flyer.
conserve the strength, so I don't want to throw him into hell.
Thank
Right.
you.
Do it.
Appreciate that.
Just fucking like
So
be free.
you get up to where you think if you
Shit,
like
he's not coming back.
about here because you're what 7 foot.
I think they're like 8.
You're like well, how tall are you though?
At
Not
least
you.
7'6".
Okay, 7'6" plus you're what like.
I'm 6 foot.
So that puts you right about if you like you think
Okay.
now that you can see it you think you could probably reach the bottom of it with the chest if you put it up completely above your head. So you could kind of like dump it in there.
Is it enough?
That's just what I'm gonna do. If I could just dump it in there, I'm going to. If not, yeah,
You could just chuck the whole box in there.
that's what I'm doing.
Okay, box and all. Just,
Box and all, I don't even care.
Conjure a new one. Oh, you should have tossed the conjured box in there.
And then if
You'd
it's
have to move it into the
Yeah.
content.
No, but encircle it.
so, just kind of, eh.
You kind of like upend it over and
Yep. And then if it's
it does support weight.
Hmm.
The edge of the portal does support weight as you
It's like
set it
like-
in there.
What does it look like in there, Asher?
I can't see from here.
It's too far down. Yeah.
Lame.
I don't really
you want
want
to see?
I don't want to go looking.
There you pick her up and throw her in the air like a child until she can look in there.
Do you really want to take a look? You gotta look. You really want to take a look?
Little
Do I
bit.
get the box
because
in?
it's not a problem. It's
Yeah.
big enough. It's just about 3 feet across.
And tuck and curl.
You do
As I,
also
like,
notice.
I like kind of give you a little up and then just drop.
You do also
Obviously
notice
step to the
that
ground.
the shape
He's gonna catch you.
is triangular. Not that it means it.
The
Of the
shape of
portal.
the portal. Okay. Ba-do-do-do.
And be like, here you go.
Yeah,
And
I
then-
do want to try to see.
But yeah, if you did that, I would definitely misty step. If
But
you
then,
just dropped me.
She's short.
Hmm?
She's short, so she'll try to like.
He can throw you
And I'll
in
be like,
the air.
I'm gonna be like, hey, Asher, can you give me a little bit of extra room? Because she's not as tall.
No,
can
I'm
you-
like.
I'll summon a
Barely
3-foot
5
ladder,
foot.
A-frame ladder.
Perfect. I'm gonna get.
And when you summon the ladder, Gary goes, "Yeah, like that."
I'm going to climb on top of that ladder after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, and Gary says, "That's the top step, man. It's not safe."
There was no sign. Nobody told me. Yeah.
So-
give you a glance.
So you can get. It's a little bit of doing, but you get to where you can kind of see into it.
Yeah, 'cause she'll grab it and try to like pull and look.
And then you
over.
fall in.
There is cold coming out of it. The air is, and now it's winter, but the air is colder coming out of it.
You said abyss, right? Not hells. Okay.
Well, it's definitely not hell because it's cold.
Actually, that's technically not true. There is one of the planes of hell that is actually cold.
Is there?
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
No, it's cold.
No, you're right. That's bad, man.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Do I see anything? Does it look?
You see a barren landscape. Hills. In the distance, a mountain that looks like it's completely covered in ice.
And a glad
And very small
Yeah, that would be that.
things moving along the plain. They seem to be pulling a very big thing. But even the big thing is small by comparison from your point of view. And as you're looking over there, you just hear the very faintest sound of a box breaking.
Like someone breaking it open, or it.
No, like it
Fall.
just hit the ground.
Oh.
No.
Oh, I got a sound effect for that.
You
Ooh,
imagine
sound dash.
if you imagine you are very, very high up in the air.
And that's why everything looks small. So those small things are probably pretty big.
Yeah, and the really big thing, which you can just look, is about is about as big as a cat or a mouse. Is probably humongous. It looks like some kind of big, cart.
It's a big cart.
Yeah, or like a wagon type of thing. It's hard to tell. You can't really make out much other than it's black and it's on wheels. And it's being pulled by very small ants with chains. Very far in the distance.
And then I'll just kind of like let go and just like, I'm just done.
Okay, alright.
Thank
When
you.
you're
you
like
put
right
her-
there, just be like, what do it look like?
Very plain. There's a huge mountain with ice.
Oh.
And then there was
Ladrin, tuck and roll. You just fall down 3 feet. And then you fall 3 feet.
Okay.
He just pulled the ladder off
Yeah.
underneath you.
Thanks for the warning.
It was very weird though. Like we were very high up. It's like I just heard the box break.
That's
Like,
400 feet.
was
I'll-
it like a building or like
Several thousand feet.
a cliff face or something? Or you,
Yeah,
you
'cause
probably can't see behind
Things
you.
fall
on the
about
portal.
500 feet per round,
No, 60 feet.
not according to Xanathos.
Oh, really?
500 feet per round.
Oh,
Oh.
keep that in mind.
It's terminal velocity, I believe.
Well, I mean, yeah.
But yeah.
There was tiny little things on chains pulling a very big black cart.
That's probably not good.
I don't imagine much good goes on.
In the abyss? Or any plane, or planes of the abyss? Lands of the abyss. Layers. It's layers of the abyss. As I said, there's a reason why I never learned Inferno or Abyssal.
Gary's given you guys the look that you guys give him when he's talking in his own way.
Yeah.
Or when he says things like the pigs or the
Yeah.
fools are fascists.
Well, I think we're done here, really.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Well-
it, man? You don't want to throw anything else through while you're here?
Do
We
you
have
want
those
to go
puppets?
No, I do not want to go through.
This is a joke.
What?
The puppets?
Punch and
the
Judy?
puppets. Yeah, Punch and Judy. You're the one that has
I have them?
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah. Yeah.
How many feet up is it? Is the portal 15 feet?
Yeah, I mean, you could try and throw them through.
I'll one up that. Do you got him? Can you pull him out? Mage hand.
Okay.
Which one first?
That's
Punch.
the teacher.
Punch.
Throw a punch through your hair.
And then. Bye, Judy.
Good riddance.
Because it's right there at that level. of
Yeah,
15 feet.
they hadn't spoken or anything, but
Yeah.
when you throw them through, they're like, no!
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, Joe, that's one thing I wanted on.
Man.
Any other cursed items we want to get rid of? It seems like that's what this happens to be.
I forget how many I have.
How many cursed
Yeah,
items?
this is the Hell's Garbage Disposal. Of course, you know, you are sending them to the Abyss,
Yeah.
where nasty things live.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit.
This
They'll
will
get a
not
kick.
bite us in the ass.
They will get a
in the
kick out of
slightest.
I'm sure these will just disappear forever.
Oh, certainly. Certainly.
Personifications of Punch and Duty come back chasing us down.
When we're level 20 and stuff.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
I know.
I would not want a level 20 Punch and Judy come back.
I know.
So yeah, you kind of like sit there and look at the portal for a few more minutes.
I spent my 10 minutes to redo the tensors so he can
has
pop
a ride
on.
back.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's go back to your house, Gary.
Sure, man.
I think,
Lil's probably done with dinner by now, or lunch by now.
This was a very successful excursion. We are very successful.
This is a change for us.
And then I'm just like in Elven.
He's just all, oh, you just gotta relax, man. If you let things happen for a reason. They happen right.
In Elven, I'm just like, yeah, it's probably because we have Gary here. It seems like Gary seems to be a good
Oh,
luck
that's
charm.
cool, man.
Oh, he speaks Elven?
Oh, no, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I thought you
Yeah.
just said it.
No.
No, he doesn't speak Elven.
I don't even.
I know.
So, should we spend the night here one more time and then head
Head
on
out?
the road?
No.
You can stay as long as you like, man.
Well, I mean, we do owe you that dresser that you talked about.
Well, he owes you that dress.
We do have a mission.
Right. Shouldn't take me too long. And he has the wood for it. I'm not making anything extravagant or anything. Just a simple dresser.
Cool, man. You can use my wood shop if you want.
That's actually what we talked about earlier.
Let's do that.
Yep.
I got a bunch of hand tools I got from people who pass by.
I'll see what you have. I have also some carpenting tools in the back of our wagon, in case for on the road repairs and whatnot.
That's cool, man. So you run back.
Yep.
The lunch is actually getting cold by the time you get back there. It's been a couple hours. But you can eat, have a nice lunch. Conversation is probably pretty mundane, I imagine, if you don't just kind of like sit there in silence.
Space.
Space.
How many? Should I roll to see how much spice I get?
No.
That's like usable or anything, or is it just I've got
No,
enough for a
Lil
while?
will make sure you get a couple days worth.
7.
She actually can give you stuff that's already dried. You don't have to pick
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. We'll pick some stuff
7?
that would be good fresh.
Yeah.
All right. Perception rolls from everybody, please.
Dang.
Oh.
It's
you,
not.
You too
oh,
now.
It's okay lighting in here, right?
Yeah, this is a hearing perception roll.
Okay.
21.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Jesus. Another 7.
13.
It's my big old ears.
Well, I mean, technically, Hope has big ears too.
Yeah, so 25.
I don't.
Yeah. You've just kind of like
I'm the weird one
you're
of the group.
thinking
Weird.
maybe
guys will all
you
outlive
just
me.
don't hear this song anymore. But you and you hear just barely what sounds like Hope's Song of Destruction going on outside. Just barely, but it's not the same as Hope's. This is just as you're wrapping up lunch. It sounds like it's almost being played in a minor diminished key, but it's definitely the same song.
You're not playing outside,
No, Hope's right there.
are you?
And the lyre's beside me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't let it out of arm's reach of me.
Someone's playing music
And it's
like
not
yours.
being played on a lyre, it's being played on a harp.
Which is what I usually play.
Yeah.
Which is disturbing.
I like to imagine
Shield.
you don't even push yourself away. You
Can I-
push the
No,
table.
Oh yeah, accidentally.
Somebody's like,
So I
Just-
table's and it's like fluttering.
I'm like, I stand up, pull it back, shield.
So you have it too.
Can I hear it once they
Oh,
mention
once
it?
they mention
Yeah,
it,
it's
you
the
hear
same.
it too, yeah.
I say, we check that out and start walking.
We'll go outside.
Like, yeah.
You both, all four of you
Yeah.
walk out the door?
Is Lil outside?
No, she's inside eating
She was
lunch
inside
with you
with me.
guys.
Okay, all right. And they didn't look like they understood.
Priming a firebolt
Noticed.
will be open the door.
I'll mention,
I'm probably footing the
like,
ass.
as I'm leaving, I'll say, if
Boot
this goes
ready?
very poorly, I do very much apologize.
What's going on, man? And Lil goes, is everything all right? Is that strange music a problem?
Yes.
We don't know.
Probably.
Opening door.
And then I'm like over
Just
his shoulder
going
or under
straight
his
there.
arm,
Yeah.
just like
Standing on the road, just the other side of the road in the snow alongside. Because this side there's no snow because of Lil's farm. The other side, there's a human, very, very long red-black hair down to his waist, and a beard, but it's a very thin, straight-haired beard that kind of looks like it's kind of very This is going to be a strange reference. Very George Michael.
Yeah. I totally see that now. But red.
But red. Red, black.
And black.
Black with like red tints to it.
Oh, I see. Like
Like
a
a-
auburn.
Yeah.
Black Irish.
Black.
He's wearing clothes that would be way too light for the weather. But they look just like traveling clothes.
And is he playing?
He is holding a harp. It's about yay big. And he's just playing it. And he's got a big blindfold on, completely covering his eyes. And you can tell it is like tied on over his eyes, covering like this much of his face.
You were not
He
prepared.
looks like he's about 5'9", 5'10". And the cut of his clothes are a bit strange. The fashion is not something you're used to. It's a long tunic that is split in the front and the back at the legs level. He's wearing white woolen pants that go down into shoes, not boots. And the bottoms of his legs are tied with like a twine to keep them tight around his legs. And there's a similar thing around his arms. And then the tunic just kind of goes around. He's wearing, the tunic itself is kind of brown, and the underclothes are white, and the shoes are black. As the four of you, how close do you just get out the door and you
Yeah.
see this figure?
Yeah.
What he doesn't stop what he's doing. He's just playing.
So like I have the spell primed in my hand. I see this and I'm just gonna
Okay, you pull it back.
yeah.
I'm
So,
going to just step forward a little
Yeah,
bit and
just like
just
kind
kind
of
of
looking at you like
do we?
Once you're all outside, he does one quick almost like a flourish finish of the song instead of because he's playing it very slow, not the speed you
Yeah.
get to cast spells, but a slow and minor
We've
key.
seen all these
He just kind of goes real quick, like into a flurry, and then lets his hands drop to his side and drops the lyre in the snow.
the harp.
Oh, the harp, sorry.
Oh, the hope. Okay.
And then he turns his face, still blindfolded, in your direction.
So we've seen all of the people but the Seven Fingers.
No, there's two you haven't seen yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen
Oh, the Tom.
Tongue pack.
Tom Pack.
The fire.
Yeah. So
Oh,
You've seen
My-
Lord Fire's apprentice,
yeah.
yeah.
and you've
Hey!
met Ghost,
Ghost
two
King.
sons, Ghost
Ghost
King's
King's
two
two
sons,
And
Ghost
then-
Princess?
and you met one of
Yeah.
Basilius.
Yep.
Yeah.
If this is one of those, you
Oh, no.
don't know which one.
Yep.
That wasn't the same guy.
No, it was.
No.
The armor that you wearing?
The guy that I got my
He
armor
says-
from was not Vilnius.
The
Basilius?
is Basilius.
It was?
It was one of his
It was one of the
his
one of the
disciples?
members of Basilius.
I thought it looked like it would be it looked like a Death Knight, but it was just
but it was
a paladin in armor.
yeah.
Actually,
Sorry.
he was a warlock.
But
That's
yeah.
what it was. That's what
Yeah.
it was. Anyway.
So I guess we'll just kind of
Yeah, I'm in
Walk
front.
up.
The head kind of goes, and it says in a heavily accented tone, he sounds like one of the people who call themselves Mulan,
oh
speaking common tongue.
okay.
Although you can't tell if he is one or not with his face covered like that.
Okay. Are you not thinking the oh god, what are they? Because the Mulan are
What are the race of humans and
yeah, but they're well, I was close. Halfling, half orc. Nope, overshot. No, strike.
what do you?
once.
What do you
Sorry. He's looking
There
for
it is.
everything but the human face.
Yeah. Because if I remember correctly, they're the Mulan are the darker skinned people, right? So is he darker skinned?
No,
If not
not.
Dameron.
Okay.
But he's got that kind of accent to it.
He does have that accent. Okay.
So that's what.
So he's probably a
we
traveler
can't tell
from
whether
the-
he actually is or not.
Okay.
Not the importance.
But anyway,
He
what does he
says-
say?
Okay. Yeah.
At first I thought one of you was Syl, he says. But Wrath is not with you. This is a very dangerous game you play.
May we ask who you are?
He says, I am Cho Tong Pak.
Well, we know that what you're looking for.
Do you? Or
you
do
were,
you think you do?
well, you were playing the song.
I play it this way because it makes Syl sad. But she is not here. I thought, and he points directly, blindfolded still, directly at you, and goes, I thought at first she was Syl, but I see I am mistaken.
Yeah, we need to get you a name tag.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't help. He's blind.
And he says, no, I'm not.
Well, that leaves you standing on the road outside this abode. Oh god, I wasn't trying to do that.
Unintentional rhyming.
We
Be careful. It's
Just like looking at you like,
trying to maintain composure. This
charisma showing.
just start coughing fit. That leaves you on the road and us standing here wondering what you're here for.
and he says,
If we don't know.
which one of you is the musician?
That
I-
would be me.
I was to say I was gonna point and see if he could figure it out.
And he says,
Bless
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless.
and he says, bring me the lyre.
No. Like I just like how all in unison, no, and different variables and variants of no.
And he says, don't make me take it. I wouldn't want to hurt any of you or your friends.
Same could be said about you.
He
Yes,
says,
don't make us fight for it.
And he says, I have nothing to fear from any of you. But if you wish me to prove my point, I will leave the blindfold on. Come at me if you wish.
How about this? If we can land a hit on you, you'll go away.
He says, I have no doubt one of you might get lucky.
I can hit you 3 times in a row.
Please do.
Magic missile.
Make a wisdom saving.
Oh shit! Ooh! Ooh! 19. No?
No, you go to attack him and you just go, oh, I can't attack him.
Ooh, that's a fun spell.
You try, honestly, you think you could shoot something else right now. You could cast the spell. The spell's not lost. But you know you could cast it, but you just can't bring yourself, you're like almost afraid that if you attack, you'll open yourself up.
What's
I'll
wrong?
go ahead and have initiatives from everybody.
Damn it. Okay. Yeah. I've been rolling on it tonight.
Oh, thank you.
I am ready to go.
I don't
am
like
at
this.
a natural 18 with plus 2.
I don't like that at all.
What'd you get?
I got a 13. I just don't like that I can't hit him with spells.
It
It's
seems like
terrifying.
you just can't attack him.
Yeah.
I got a 19 initiative.
I think I go first. 22.
And then 19.
18.
18. Damn, guys! Jeez, leave me in the dust. I'm like, ha! I can hit you 3 times.
You got what, 20?
22.
22, I wrote it down wrong. 22, Vladrin got a 19, Hope got an 18.
13.
Slacking.
And
13. Or whatever he got.
He got a 19, I think.
No, I know, he got a 19.
he hasn't rolled yet.
But
Oh, it's split here.
yeah.
Didn't realize
You got an 18.
I was really hoping that I could just like. It is. I was really hoping I could just be like, hey, you know, if we hit 3 times, we just leave. Okay, much appreciated. All right, bye.
that. Things don't always go with plans.
Shit.
Yeah, he didn't take that bait.
No, I just thought about our situation and player knowledge.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
So, Kaylin, what would you like to do? You're about probably 50, 60 feet away from him right now.
60 feet away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's across the road on the other side of your farm. Well, not your farm, but the farm.
Mm-hmm.
He rolled really low for initiative.
I'm gonna summon a spiritual weapon next to him.
Alright.
And
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
good. That's my saving throw.
It was mine too.
That's a 15.
You summon the spiritual weapon, but you can't attack him with it. It's almost like you can see him there. You can bring the weapon to attack him, but something's stopping you from attacking. You can't mentally bring yourself to attack him.
I'll swear in Drow, and then can I try Sacred Flame?
Nope, because you failed your wisdom saving throw.
Well, she's gonna try, but like,
You can't bring yourself to cast that spell.
but I did cast spiritual weapon, and
Yes,
it is
it's there.
Does it work like sanctuary spell? Or is
Almost
it-
exactly.
Okay.
So, Vladrin, what would you like to do?
Shit. Helm blesses you.
All of us.
All of you guys.
Thank you.
Slash and burn.
Alright.
You guys should get out here. I'm gonna call out to.
I'm gonna
yeah.
just throw out some quick carpet here, and we'll put out some minis.
Okay. Get down tonight. You know, earlier when Ken was saying we probably wouldn't need battle mats unless
And
we
then
did
puts
what
up-
we were supposed to do.
In all fairness, we tried diplomatizing. He gave us an ultimatum we can't do.
So,
I'm assuming.
real quick, we'll just pop this out here.
It's looking so pretty right now.
Yeah, I'll use 2.
Are you rolling your hair out again, or are you getting excited?
I'm throwing it out. For now. I'll probably get tired of it at some point in the summer.
Yeah, I can't wait for summer because my hair is gonna be short this time.
Might need some help.
So
All right, what do you need me to do?
So, we'll just make it so everybody can use these. You guys are over there. I'll put
don't
my-
forget Little Hope.
because it's probably fairly obvious at this point.
He's the doppelganger.
So, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Yeah, so that's perfect. You're right at about 60 feet. The road is right about here. So, he's just on the other side of that. I guess we can try and see how messed up this is.
Yay!
See if I can,
Angle it without breaking it.
yeah.
Up, up.
And it didn't fall over.
Forgetting better.
All right, so, Vladimir, you bless the rest of them?
I bless them 3.
Slash and burned.
I slash and burn, so I got my my sword ready. And I call out.
I don't need to mark you guys. You'll remember your blessed, right?
Yeah.
I call out for Gary and Lil.
What do you call out?
Gary, Lil, we need you. That's turn.
Okay.
Because they're just inside, right?
Actually, they were both looking out the door
Yeah.
to see what you're doing. He takes a step and suddenly he's right in front of you.
He goes between a 19 and an 18?
Yes.
Yes.
In reactions, he goes before anybody who
Okay.
goes on his round.
Oh,
Because he
okay.
had a held action.
He stops right there in front of you.
Oh, he's fast.
He's still wearing the blindfold,
Mm-hmm.
but he goes, "Don't get anybody else involved. I wouldn't want to hurt innocents."
Wait for him to attack.
He doesn't. He just stands there with his hands by his
Okay.
side. He left his harp over here.
Okay.
Hope you're up. No. Well, I make sure that it's not running anymore.
Check the wording of bonfire.
Yeah.
Well, that would be fine. He's not targeting him.
I'm gonna pull out the lyre and try to start my song.
Alright.
You got this.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's what checking the wording of it.
That's 19 just on the dice.
Okay.
So I start the song and
You create a bump. Exactly. It's because it's an AoE. Oh, it's an AoE. Yeah.
Hmm?
and as a bonus action.
No, you don't have your strap
No.
yet.
Concentration.
As a bonus action, I will inspire Asher and
Okay.
say, "You should try your magic missiles again."
Okay.
You have a D6
Thank you.
and a D4. Make your wisdom check.
I'm gonna actually try something else.
So he doesn't need it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna actually
Yes.
underneath his feet, I'm gonna create a bonfire. It's an AoE spell. It's technically not targeting anyone. I'm targeting
You're
an
right.
area.
All right.
I mean, it's just a little save or suck spell of a dex saving throw.
The only problem,
Is he probably has really good dex.
Shimon.
Yeah, he has really good dex.
he's
So-
like, I don't even.
I sneeze.
Yeah. He's faster than the fire. Ooh.
Might not. 14 is your save.
No, yeah, he makes that.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
And then-
11 at least.
You know what?
Plus 10 at least.
5, 10, 15, 20,
No.
25, 30. Does he hit
Okay.
me?
Yes.
Good.
Disadvantage.
Yes. Because he's blind.
Well, that,
And I. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
I don't have to then.
No, he's got his eyes covered. He can't see.
Yeah, okay. I can't really change that.
but he probably still hits
Oh,
me.
shit.
Yeah. It's not a critical or anything, but yeah.
He would hit any of us.
That was a pretty good swap.
That's
Um,
good.
This is just his hand. That is 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
I do not break a 10, so it actually goes whoop.
Surprise.
It'll just like bleeding profusely from my
No,
nose.
it just kind of like hit you in the back of the head
Oh.
as you were walking by.
Still
Just-
bleeding through the nose.
Yeah.
You punched the blood out of your nose. Mm.
So he did damage to me though.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
And then in one, he uses his saved action
Okay.
to strike Philandra. He's a disadvantage to hit you. That one's cocked. Technically, I'm going to re-roll it. Okay. That is a.
Oh wait, hold on. Never mind, I lied. The bonfire is still there.
Ah.
Saving throw for the bless.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Thank you. I mean, you're about to
Keep
lose it
I
anyway.
hope I keep it. That's the disadvantage.
Huh?
Disadvantage might save my turn. Or might
Actually,
make
I
a
think
miss.
he's actually going to miss you. That is a
Is it plus 14?
18 to hit you.
18? Oh, yeah, that misses.
Yeah. So one hand reaches out at you and misses.
Mm-hmm.
Follows it up with another punch.
Okay.
I still think that's the same roll.
Mhm.
It's going to miss you.
Okay.
And then one more.
Hit the shield, I'm guessing.
That one I'm pretty sure hits
21.
22.
Shield.
for 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah,
You're
keep
fine.
bless. Okay, 7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you fly back 10 feet into Hope.
Do I have to make a save for that? It can happen, but I was just wondering if that's how that one works.
I don't think you.
It's
can
not a flurry of the blow.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
think...
that one is usually check
Oh, okay.
versus their DC, but his DC's fucking crazy.
It is. Go
So-
ahead and make a.
Oh,
Strength
God.
check.
Is it-
Yeah.
It's usually strength for
Yeah.
this one.
Make a
Yeah.
strength check.
Okay. Yeah, that's the first one I rolled below 10 today, but
Yeah, under 10
yeah.
you miss.
That's 4 or 13. No, 12.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not going to beat his DC. This is the 8 plus proficiency.
You
plus
didn't
wisdom.
bless your. Oh, you can't bless yourself.
Yeah, he blessed the
Yeah.
3 of us.
So that's just me moving 10 feet back and landing into Hope.
Well, technically,
Wait, no, I don't think. Where'd it go?
It's only on flurry of blows that you can do on the open hand.
Right, but I'm
Yeah.
trying to find which one it is.
It's the it's on the
Is it the stunning strike?
yeah
No, it's
on the effects or be pushed back.
Okay,
10
no,
feet, right?
he doesn't have that. I'm sorry, because he is not.
I
not
thought
that
he-
monk.
I thought he was because that's the one that has sanctuary on a long rest.
No, this is something else.
Okay. Well, I got a 12 for a strength check if that's required. If not, I think I'm gonna hit you.
Where is that? Is it? No, he is something else.
He is something else. You're right.
Is he?
I thought for sure that was under here, but I guess I'm wrong. Okay, he does not push you back.
Is he gonna try and?
Sorry, but you do still need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
Oh
okay.
God, I know this.
That's gonna be. Oh no! I'm stunned.
What's the total?
not enough.
5.
Oh, yeah. No, unfortunately, you're stuck.
Okay.
All right. Now it is Caelad's turn again.
Do I get to remake my saving throw?
You're gonna try and attack him?
Yeah, with my spiritual weapon.
Yeah, you need to make a saving throw.
The only thing that sucks, it's all the way over here.
Sanctuary is
Oh,
dropped
wait.
on him, right?
Actually,
he's been
yeah.
dropped.
For now, it is.
But you have to move it 20 feet. It's hella
Damn
far
it.
away. Because you summoned it when he was
Yeah,
60
it
feet
was
away.
like 60 feet away.
Can
So-
you move it 20 feet?
5, 10, 15, 20. There you go, champ. That's,
yeah, I can get out the mini for it if you want.
nah, it's fine.
I didn't think this was gonna last very long.
Dang.
I'm
Dang,
gonna
Ken. Doing us dirty.
try to Sacred Flame him again.
Okay. So dexterity save?
Do I still have to make a wisdom saving throw?
No, you don't right now.
That was his turn, correct?
Yes.
He has to make a dex saving throw.
He doesn't
14.
care.
Yes.
doesn't
He
care.
passes?
Yeah.
He literally, he could roll a 2 and beat yours probably. Or that's probably the number he needs to roll for it to fail. If even. Amongst their officials.
He's yeah. No, he needs to roll in that one to fail.
Ah, yeah. That's always fun.
Yeah, he needs to make a saving throw.
What is this one? Is it dexterity again?
This one? It's right there.
16.
Yeah.
Okay.
There must be something else.
That's my turn. I'm gonna move up.
Where are you gonna move to?
Um,
Can someone move her for?
can you?
Oh, let me
How,
get
how
up
many
the-
feet is it to go behind him?
5, 10, 15, 20,
25.
That's what I'm gonna do.
It's really toasty. He is dancing on hot coals.
Actually, that has a 10-foot radius, doesn't it?
Nope.
5?
Yeah,
It's
it's
just a single
that one
square that
spot.
you just go.
Okay.
I didn't do the flame sphere.
I can take it.
So, Vladimir, you're up. What would you like to
I'm
do?
stunned.
Oh, right. So, at
So
the end
your
of
turn
his
ends.
turn, you
It's
come
until the
out
end of
it.
his turn. You can stun a creature multiple turns and never give them a chance. That's why I
At the
love
end of
monks
his
so
turn,
much.
I thought it was the end of your turn.
No, it's still the end of his turn. That's why it's so OP.
End of your turn, yeah.
Yeah, he's stunned.
Oh, you're right. All right.
I've
didn't
I've
think
had
about
fun with
that.
So,
monks.
what
That's
he
pretty
does
brutal.
instead is move him
As
over
I'm
to
just-
in front of Hope.
Attack of op.
No, you have to make a wisdom saving throw if you want to do it,
Why?
because he reinitiates it at the beginning of his turn.
Oh.
That could have been a 16. No.
Okay. So he steps up right in front of you. Doesn't attack, but he looks at the harp Oh, actually, no, sorry, he doesn't look at the harp. He kind of just puts his hand out. Your song is wrong.
I'm a new player.
He says, this isn't the harp.
Shit.
Or this isn't the lyre, he says. And then he pulls his bandana off and looks not really disappointed. He actually looks rather happy.
Mm-hmm.
He says, this means Wrath and Syl are still alive then. And he looks you like right in the eyes.
I stop playing and stand up. And I just like start putting it away.
Okay.
You're like, the jig's up.
He goes, this is a very dangerous game to play. And he says, I no longer wish to fight you, but if you feel that your blood is still up, I will let you each hit me once.
I think you should be on your way.
Because it's the end of your... Yeah.
And at the end of his turn, you're like, oh.
How did you get through metal?
Are we done now? Like, I'm sitting here with,
He
like...
goes, you can be.
Alright. I have a proposition then. You don't want to fight us anymore. You don't care that that's no longer the harp.
Liar.
Liar.
No, I mean, keep saying the same thing.
Anywho, just don't tell anyone.
He
Keep your
says-
mouth shut.
He looks back,
And
kind
I'm-
of
and I'm like-
around
I'm like-
the furball.
Yeah, I'm sitting here with like my hands up, like ready to cast a
Who's like
spell.
kind of like
He's all, strictly speaking, you're not in any position to give me an ultimatum.
This is asking very
He says-
aggressively.
However, I should warn you. And he doesn't look. He's not. I'm smiling. He's not.
Yeah.
He looks deadly serious as he starts to walk away from him. You can attack him if you want. He walks over in your direction, just casually. Makes it about. Can tell me moving like 15 feet closer to you. He's standing right next to the furball, right next to the laundry.
I still got my hands up, like.
Yeah. And he goes, I'm not the one you need to worry about. And he says, I've given up this fight long ago.
Alright.
I'm retired, you could say.
Congratulations.
I came because I feared Wrath and Syl. Something had happened to them.
Well,
Evidently, they have not forgiven. But if they want to continue their fight with me, I am in my home. They can come get me anytime they
Alright, I'll make sure to send the letter.
want. And he goes, the witch is on the move. She is who you should fear.
Which one's the fucking witch?
She is one of 7 fingers.
Okay. Witch is on the...
She is in a forest to the east.
Oh, fuck, not that forest. I totally just talked about not wanting to be in that forest, and now there's a witch in that forest. That's fantastic.
And he says, if you would like, you may still attack.
Well, they're not hostile anymore. Ladrin seems to be breathing. I think, and I'm just gonna kill the bonfire.
Okay.
Be like, looks like we don't have a quarrel anymore.
And he says, I never had one. I just simply wished to remove the lyre from this land. It doesn't belong here.
Right. Well, thanks for the update, the forecast of witches and days of coming.
Is Leah from another plane?
Her secrets are not mine to pass along. Move him about 10 feet towards you.
So in front of
No,
me?
towards you.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
And then I'll
he,
just...
he just kind of like moves over there. And he goes, if none of you are going to attack me, I'm going to leave.
There's no point.
Yeah.
He says, remember, Wrath, Syl, if they want my head, they know where to come get it.
In your home.
Stop playing around with this shit. And he, out of his hands, drops two metal, they look almost like sparrows or little birds on wires.
Okay.
And he moves them almost like they're moving, and they are kind of like drawing a pattern in the dirt around him as he moves them around in a circle.
I watch.
And then he moves them back, and he brings them, and they go back into his hands.
What did he draw? Just a circle?
Looks like it.
Now I know it.
You do. And he goes,
God, I love this feat.
and he goes, what you're doing is very unwise. And disappears.
Is the symbol still in the ground?
It is.
Okay.
And your goldfish starts to go.
I feel it humming in my pack.
Do you think you could follow him right now if you
Because
wanted
I
to?
wanted to- I'm not gonna give up my goldfish. I'm not gonna
You
give
hear
up
from the
Goldie.
house. Is everything okay out there, man?
Yeah, I guess we didn't actually need you. It's good. I thought that they were gonna try and attack the place. Or
I'm
something.
rubbing my neck. I have a serious
Oh.
case. 7.
Yeah, 7.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
Get you back to full.
yeah. That hurt. He hit
He
me.
hits you real hard.
Yeah. And he just slapped me in the back of the head.
Yeah, that's rude.
Painfully rude.
I'm going to put 7 into me as well. I think that's how much I take.
I pull out the sending stone. that I
Okay.
have,
Not damage.
And I say, Tongpak came for a visit. He knows the lyre is fake, but doesn't want it. He says if
No, you're telling Eamon, right?
yeah.
Okay.
He says if Soliloquy wants his head, he is retired and at home.
You get back. He came himself. Reply tomorrow.
Question mark, question mark, question mark. So that was the Tongpak.
Yeah.
So like, so what do we do now?
Well, we have his address.
We're not just gonna come and knock on his door.
No, but we can deliver it to Soliloquy when we make it back.
So are we supposed to be going to fight this witch?
I think she's gonna come fight us regardless.
I think we
We need to be
have
going.
perhaps overstayed our welcome.
Exactly.
Oh, that's too bad, man.
Sorry, we don't need to be bringing any witches to your home.
Witches? He says, and his wife, she goes, or girlfriend puts a hand on his shoulder and goes, not like me, dear. I think she means, I think he means somebody dangerous.
I
It's
do.
like a warlock?
It's that, or it could be something more terrifying.
It's like a hag?
It's usually a term that's used for witches.
They were talking about the 7 fingers. They're like wizards and things like that. You think they'd associate with one of those hag creatures?
I don't know.
I
As I
mean,
said, nonetheless, we need to be going. I don't want to do
yeah.
anything to Gary and his household.
Well,
Especially,
is it actually? I mean, what time is it about now? Is it still midday?
Yeah, it's just after lunch, probably
Yeah.
around 1:30,
Like-
2 o'clock.
Think we should leave now?
We could at least put some distance.
yeah, give us some
Before
distance.
nightfall.
Exactly, especially, and I point towards the direction of the forest
Yeah, to the east.
to the east. And I just point that way, and it's like, at least we know which direction she's coming from. We just keep our eyes to the east and get as far away as we
Assuming
can.
she doesn't circle around.
I assume she'd be direct.
We'll come back and make his
Yes.
dresser.
Sure, man. Come back anytime you like.
I'll give him the sheet music I managed to copy over.
Ah, sweet lady. Is this all? I normally learn how to play by ear, but I'll see what I can make of it. And it's just, and he plays you some like song on his guitar real quick, but it's just like a guitar riff, and he goes,
Yeah.
"That's like the opening to Foxy Lady. You should learn that. It's funny."
And then I
Alright.
pull out a book out of my pack. I can't. I pull out a book out of my pack, and I give him the Fool's Guide to Traversing the Outer Planes. And then I just hand it to him, and I'm just like,
He's like, "What language is this in, man?"
maybe your lady can help, read it to you. It's in common. But
Yeah, I can only read English and Spanish. Actually, I can't even read Spanish all that well.
well, the reason why is because if you're skilled in finding portals, this will be very helpful.
I don't actually want to use any of them, man. I'm happy where I'm at. And he kind of like
Nonetheless.
grabs his little hand.
Nonetheless, it should be helpful in your endeavors.
Well, if you're ever back in the neighborhood, stop by, and we'll light it up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What up? Light what up?
He says, "Don't leave just yet. I got a package for you,
Oh, great, man.
for you, man."
All right.
And he's just so, "I got you, man."
He's like, yeah, so he kind of like walks over that way a little bit.
Yeah. So he gives you what you talked to about earlier.
While he's doing that, I'm going to recopy the symbol of
Okay.
Tom Pack's
Yeah.
teleportation circle.
None of a lot of the symbols are just, you think, the arcane symbols for they're on every portal you see, but you think there's like an inner ring of symbols that might be some kind of address. It makes it different than a regular teleportation circle. And we should probably take a break.
Break time!
I gotta continue on. I'm still from the computer. So we'll just pop this on break time.
Break.
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum.
And then... Did it mute? I don't think it muted.
Oh, I was so debating whether I should start playing the Liar or not. I was afraid to be
Still
able
not
to tell it wasn't
Yeah,
the real
That's
one.
interesting.
I know.
Well, that just means that we don't have to go through months more travel.
Yeah.
Just,
Well, I
trying
mean,
to
I
drive it.
still want
I want to
this
make a
one
list of
destroyed.
like
I
Oh, yeah, I
need
mean,
to
we
take
still
it to
have to
Raffin
destroy
to
it.
get it destroyed. So
But-
it still have to take the months of travel.
Oh, yeah, true, I forgot.
Until the time. Yeah. It just means that it's not worked.
The jig is up faster than we wanted.
Yeah.
Would there have been any way to keep him from finding out?
I don't
'Cause I don't
think
think
so.
so.
If we
Oh.
would have ran away from him, but he can outrun us. So,
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I was like, shit, if we can make it to the portal. No. You're not gonna come to hell, are you? Or to the abyss.
Probably.
Yeah. I can only get one of us out.
Anybody else?
Go first. Anybody want some?
Good. I'll take one. Just a singular.
So good.
Sriracha flavored?
Well,
I still feel bad for the guy who invented sriracha.
no. Because we invented so long?
Because
Or
he
his
did-
recipe?
Yeah, because he didn't.
Patent it?
Yeah,
Or, pretty much.
yeah.
That'd be
So I
pretty
got. I tried muting it, but it wouldn't mute.
Or the actual microphone.
Like the actual microphone.
And we're back.
Yay.
All right. So you decide. You decided to pack up, and you've got a couple packages. Lil gives you a big sack of grains and things in like a little biscuit form, granola biscuits, to take with you.
It's delicious.
Like, by the way, the whole time we've been here, been snacking the fuck out of those.
Yeah.
Love
You're
granola.
Gonna gain some weight there.
Yeah, no, I know.
Ash is gonna be like, oh.
Oh,
In
yeah.
about a day or two, that's all gonna run out of you.
Yeah,
Fight.
it's gonna be great. Vibrant's so hard.
Legend never has a problem with that.
No. And I'll just be like while eating it, just be like, I really would love to get the recipe for these.
He'll give
It's
it to you.
delicious.
And you remember it.
Oh, I assume Legend already asked.
Yeah.
For the granola one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the first thing you wanted to know.
So, Yes.
Yes.
You pack up your stuff. He gives you, played that little music thing for you. You know the Jimi Hendrix song, so that's what he played for you, but in an acoustic guitar version,
Yeah.
which doesn't quite have the same
Feel.
Yeah.
Hey.
What?
Her shirt's really soft.
I can't stop touching it.
Okay.
Just let me be weird. I'm sorry.
It's all right. So, you pack up the wagon. You've got some foodstuffs to go with, and the road north is laid out ahead of you. Just off to the side, you can see there's that keep there with a wall around it that the supposedly the is supposed to be manned by a group of paladins.
Paladins.
While you've been doing this, it's almost like road traffic had stopped for a long time. Now there's traffic again. Oh, and also that harp is sitting in the snow on the other side of the road. Just
He left it?
sitting. We didn't go get it.
Okay. I'd pick it up.
It's just kind of half in the
And
snow,
now he's
just
cursed.
sitting.
Right?
No,
And I just toss it in the wagon.
no. Clang.
I like wince.
Like, we might be able to sell this when we get back to some town.
It does look pretty expensive.
Does it look better than my heart?
It's bigger.
Is it 3 foot dimension?
No, it's not that big.
Cool. I can summon it.
No, it's just yours is probably about like that. This one's just a little bit bigger.
Yep, I can summon it. That's all I wanted to know.
Perhaps we can see if it's magical.
Well, since I'm sitting back here,
It is not.
It's not magical.
I stopped casting Identify.
Just kind of like glance back. Nope.
Nope, it's just kind of nice.
It's just a nice hop.
And you also notice the strings.
Mm-hmm.
They're not made out of catgut, or they're not made out of elastic catgut. They appear to be made out of steel.
You know what I'll do? I'm going to sit in the back and I'm just going to mage hand. Just
Has a very pure, loud sound. They also look sharp. Not like musically sharp.
Yeah.
Do you have any cheese?
Yeah, that
What?
line.
Any cheese?
That line right there. Very cheesy.
Yeah. I'm a bar to heart.
We're just going. We're not passing over the bridge this time, are we?
No,
get
you have to
the
pass
forest?
the bridge.
Yeah.
You have to
Okay.
go over the bridge to go north.
I would bring up to the to everybody else about the paladins up in the keep. That they're having a celebration.
Oh, what
They
kind?
You can kind of
Honestly-
hear. Do you see there are a couple on the gate to their keep? There's 2 armed guards. They're not dressed all holy, but they are wearing emblazoned suns on their tunics.
They look warm.
I honestly, they didn't tell me what they were celebrating.
Should we
I
ask?
assume it has either something to do with the sun or Lathander. There's
If you want to make a
Baron.
religion check, you can.
I would also.
I was gonna say,
I don't have religion.
neither one of them do.
I
I thought
would-
this was
I
the
would.
joke.
No,
She
I-
bought books to try to learn it.
No, I have the.
Go ahead. If you have, if you
I
have
have
religion, you
You
can
had the
make it.
proficiency?
Yeah, I thought I
Oh,
did.
I thought you guys
12.
didn't. And that was the whole joke.
12 without proficiency.
Hello? There we go.
I
Yeah, I
think
do
I
have
have a book.
I just
of
have a 0
standard.
modifier. That's what it is. 20.
Hold on.
To the best of your knowledge, this is all. You didn't have to roll that high.
I did have a
It
Lathander
is
book
not
that I
a
read.
Lathander holiday.
Oh.
Okay.
It doesn't sound like holiday celebrations. It
It's-
sounds more like because you hear just barely in the common tongue being sung now, and not drunkenly, but
Mhm.
cheerily. For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow.
Like a birthday?
It might be Baron.
He did
He's-
say he'd just gotten promoted.
Yeah, that's what it was about to be like. He did get promoted. They might be celebrating that.
Who's Baron?
Oh,
Baron who?
he's the new head of them.
They have a baron as their head.
Not the title. Baron.
His-
Sir Baron is his name.
Sir
Sir is
Baron.
not his title. That's actually his name. It's confused. He just likes to be called Baron.
So is it
That being
Sir
said-
Baron or...
His name is Sir Baron. He goes through trying to convince. His name is Sir Baron.
After a while, Ash is just missing it.
Yeah. And he's like, but I mean, they're having a celebration. They said we might come by if we wanted. It'd be interesting. Maybe.
I think we should definitely put as many feet we can between us and
Yeah.
said witch of the forest.
Well,
And
we can
celebrating
just
like the sun and stuff is just weird.
we can just
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Oh yeah. But we've got a connection to them now, so
Well, to these guys at
hopefully
least.
we never have to fucking come here
Alright.
Well,
because Helm's got to handle it.
And I'm guessing... Oh, okay. Alright.
I'll be able to let you guys know.
So you pass by.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Give a little.
At least play with rhythm.
Pling, pling, pling. I
So
don't know
you're
any songs.
continue over the road. A wagon is passing on the other side of the road, on the bridge as you cross over. They look like barrels, possibly wine or ale or something along those lines, going the opposite direction. You actually, almost as if they're like they don't stop, but when they see one of them raises his hand to you, like in greeting, he kind of pulls it back when he sees who's driving the carriage, but then he's just like,
Yeah. I'll wave to.
it was, as you get close, they slow down a little bit, and the person who's driving the other carriage goes, "Is there a very perfect
we're on horses, right?
Waterdavian
I don't
accent,
know about
merchant accent? Is there a very strange man at home across the bridge today?
Yes.
Beard, wiry hair,
Oh, Gary?
half-elven. Yes.
Yeah, he's there.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Well, good day.
Yep.
Thank you for the information.
Safe travels. Helm's protection.
And other protections
When
as
you
well.
say Helm's protection, he goes, "Oh, strange. Thank you very much, sir." And they keep going.
Helm's always watching. Always.
So you continue your way across the bridge. And-
That's-
What?
Huh?
What was that?
Nothing. It's not worth it. I'm just getting him riled up.
Okay.
Quit having inside jokes.
It wasn't inside.
As you
It was
continue
inside.
It's a funny
across the bridge, you can just, because your wagon is set so high, you can see over the crenellations
Oh, yeah, 'cause
that
it's-
guard the huge bridge, very wide, almost like it's made. This place is, or the bridge itself is as secure as any military wall you've ever seen. You can see the river makes you uneasy.
Because
Black
it's
water.
It is.
It's far down and
solid
black.
And solid black.
Is it like a Force Hill Bridge high? Because like there's totally some vertigo when you look over that
Yeah,
bridge.
it's big
We're
enough
like
for
Bay
a
Bridge.
boat to pass underneath,
Okay.
but
Bay
not a
Bridge.
ship.
The Force Hill Bridge, the big green
It's a
bridge.
Bay Bridge.
Yeah.
Bay Bridge at
It's
least.
not big enough for a
Okay.
ship to pass over, but it's pretty high, and it's also it's a slow arch,
Oh, okay.
so you're not like running uphill.
Oh yeah. I guess isn't there a picture of that in there? Oh no, that's a different one.
Yeah.
Damn.
As you passed under the original arch that had the strange hooded person who you don't recognize,
Who's supposed to be some hero?
but you're coming towards the other end of the bridge, and you're basically in the sight of a giant statue of Baal at this moment, who is, to commonly knowledge, is the god of murder.
Murder.
And so it is a bit uncomfortable the first time you travel under him.
It's just a statue, right? It's not an
Who are you
altar.
asking?
I'm just saying it out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gotta be.
I wouldn't know. I'm not familiar.
Could you tell if it was unholy with your sight?
Yes.
Fine.
You're gonna
Just
roll
set us
another
at ease.
charge.
Yeah.
It'd be-
How many is that's 2 to?
Oh God!
No, it's just a statue.
Yeah, he's like, oh God, Asher, it's alive. Don't be foolish. Come on. We saw a planar portal, and you think this thing's gonna?
No, I was just saying I was really afraid if this was an altar.
The last large creepy statue did try and kill us.
But that was made of bones.
Murder!
And it was animated by a creepy old
Boy.
vampire boy.
I wish I had animated objects.
That would be terrifying.
Oh God.
As you pass under the arch that Ball is standing upon, you also see, poking out of the snow a little bit, bits of what look like a much smaller version of the head of Ball on the side of the road on its side. Like, there used to be a different statue a long, long time ago and someone smashed it.
Is that in the snow on the bank?
It's
Like
just
before,
off
like-
the side of the bridge.
Okay.
On the other side. After you get off the bridge, it's just kind of sitting over it.
Okay.
The snow hasn't quite covered it up completely.
Well, somebody didn't get rid of the old one,
No, it looks like somebody did.
And they
or they
they
didn't
smashed
take
it.
it far.
Yeah. But you continue on. This road has much more traffic than your Field of the Dead trail.
I feel like there's way more people on this road.
I feel like we got very bad directions.
Very bad directions.
Seems that way.
But we met Gary.
Yeah, so it's not all a loss.
It worked out in the end.
The road here is it's a little less. It's not like the great highway that the original trade route that you're traveling on, but it is definitely a clear, dirt, well packed, well traveled road.
I'm just reading the Mordecai's book.
Comes out next week.
Comes out next week.
Yes.
Pre-orders.
Pre-orders.
Which I was wondering.
Passing traffic either way, the day passes. You find a decent place to camp at night, which also passes.
Oh, cool. No one died.
Alarm up the cart. Like
In the
usual.
morning,
Yeah.
the sun is a lot brighter.
Oh, it's probably because of those, the Thunder Paladins. We're celebrating a little too hard.
The
She's like covering her hood, like covering her face.
you realize it feels like maybe winter is finally passing. And probably one of you two, does a little mental figuring, and you realize it is the Faerun equivalent of March 1st, which is a Lathander.
I think I liked the winter season better.
We've been traveling together all winter,
Yeah, well.
and we haven't died yet.
Yeah.
But there's
I would
always
not have put our
time.
money on that.
There's always time. Let's not.
But you think it'll be full spring by the time you get to where you're headed.
Oh, she's gonna hate summer.
Oh, I feel like we're
Still
gonna.
pretty chilly up in the north.
Yeah, but all the
Get you a
sun.
parasol.
Those like really
Alaska.
long. Like,
Yeah.
The hood is meant to keep the sun off your face.
Yeah.
So one of you can. She did say that was hers when she first hit the surface. So.
That would be a totally thing a drow would get first when they hit the surface. Alright, fuck you, son. I gotta fix that.
You can continue to travel if you want.
Yeah.
Yep.
We don't really have any reasons to stop.
Yeah. Is there anything? Is anybody keeping a particular lookout, or you just like?
We're doing the
Yeah.
same
Follow the
schedule.
road.
Yeah, we're doing
Following
the
the
same
road,
schedule. Us.
for
First
the
watch.
for the watches and everything.
Yeah, us for first
She would
watch.
attempt to keep
Hope
watch
Galen.
on the road.
Likewise.
Yeah, I'm not the most perceptive here.
All right.
I'm always watching.
Nobody passes you coming from behind you, but you do pass a lot of traffic, and you actually pass other people who are camped on the roadside here and there, like somebody who's taken a 2-day camp instead of a 1-day camp.
Yeah.
So maybe like a horse got injured and they're waiting to see if it'll heal before they move on. But nothing untoward is happening. You feel like you've just kind of like jumped into the trade stream for early spring. People are delivering goods, a lot of furs, a lot of alcohols, a lot of wines, and a lot of ales traveling north and south. One particular wagon has got a lot of bear furs on it, but they're pulled off to the side of the road, stopped. They're heading north. Other than that, nothing particularly interesting going on, except for a familiar face coming south.
No.
An armor merchant.
Knew it! I knew it!
Yes.
On your third day,
Oh, God, no.
you think you're probably just 2 days shy of Dragonspire when a very disgruntled armor salesman sees you coming on the road the other way. Doesn't at first seem to recognize you. You think if you went to some pains you might be able to hide the fact because you're not using the same wagon.
She keeps her hood very down.
Hope puts her hood
The
up.
main person who's going to stand out is
I'll just-
you.
Hey, change your look.
What? Why?
Look like, I don't know, Gary. Look like Gary.
I already.
Kind of do.
Just
Why?
And I point out, like, it's the merchant from before.
Oh, Willow!
The half elf. No, yeah, the half elf who was their caravan guard gives you a
I thought
look.
he was full elf.
Oh, you're right. He is a full
Yeah,
elf.
he's an elf.
Gives you a look
Missing
like
ear.
I was distracting them.
I was giving you the chance.
Did I have a choice?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Technically.
So he looks very disgruntled when he sees you. He kind of brightens up a little bit. Oh, travelers, my good friends.
Oh, no!
I'm so glad to see you on the road. You're coming the other direction. Was your business successful? I see you've got a new wagon. Not quite up to snuff as the old one, but
Are we side and side?
You're passing. He stopped. You can
Oh.
keep going if you want, but he stopped to like converse.
I'll stop for a second and be like, yeah, we've been very successful. So successful, we were actually still on the road. Planning to get a little bit further before we stop for the day, if you know what I mean. Yes.
He says, "I see. Well,
Where were you headed?
turns
Maybe
out-
we'll meet up there.
It turns
No,
out
no,
I was misinformed about the need for armors at Dragonspire.
Ah,
The army seems to have left some 5 months past. Returned to Baldur's Gate. They did. Damn my luck.
that seems like a
Very unfortunate.
very unfortunate margin.
Yep.
Yes.
Bad information.
Where have you been recently?
Oh, all over.
Baldur's Gate, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate, you don't say.
Yes. The Field of the Dead. Went through there.
I don't suppose you saw any mercenary groups while you were in Baldur's Gate, did you?
Well, there's the Flaming Fist.
They seem like they need armor.
I mean- Anyone who wears armor always needs more armor, right?
True, Asher. True.
Yes.
He remembers your name.
Maybe you should head towards Baldur's Gate and just point the direction towards it.
In fact, that was my thought.
Yeah. Seems like you have a very keen mind.
I've always thought so.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sure you'll have luck.
on your way.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well,
Take care.
it's nice seeing you. Don't suppose I could interest you in a spot of lunch before you move
No,
on?
no, we're very busy. Must get on the road. We've lost too many hours.
Nope, fresh precision. Or That's what he says as he's
Just-
like, just like.
Yep.
Oh, good day.
Take care.
And just before he passes you, the elf riding their outrunner gives you a look like, help me.
Yeah, give him a.
We're just
Buy out his contract. No. If we didn't take Gary, we don't get him.
Well, Gary's got a girl, man.
Gary's got a girlfriend.
We're not gonna take him from his home.
We just
Man.
push her in one of the planes, and then it's just a quest to find Gary's girlfriend.
I just hear Chong. Or Cheech. Yeah, I just hear
Yeah.
Cheech.
Yeah.
Not just. It's like a.
No,
Different
Tommy
cheese.
Chong.
Yeah.
It is Chong? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Kind of where I stole it.
Good.
It's a
That's what
it's
I
a
want.
good accent and stuff. We're just gonna go right past him.
Yep.
Yeah. After that, just
Add a
keep
little
going for
haste.
the rest of the day.
Yep.
Put some distance between us and Willar. I like that we're gonna have like a friendly face to face, but we don't give a shit about him. And I'm assuming he's just gonna come up every time we're going from one place to another.
You'll
We're
just
gonna
be on
keep
the
seeing
road
him. Yeah.
with some new scheme.
Yeah, some new little scheme. He's gonna keep failing. Oh, I like it.
Yeah, the cabbage guy. No
cabbages.
My cabbages.
Oh gosh.
You gotta watch it, Ken. You gotta watch it.
and
What is it?
Avatar,
Avatar.
Last Airbender.
I've seen it.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you said you haven't.
No, I watched Avatar last night.
Okay, watch it again.
Watch it again.
All right.
And every night,
This is my demand of you now.
Vladimir's gonna train with Kaelin more sword.
Sword?
Yeah,
Cool.
rapier work and crap like that.
All right.
In your face.
Take emotional damage.
I'm sorry.
Traveling a better part of a week, uneventful. This part of the freeway seems to be well controlled. Lots of caravans, lots of caravan guards. Tends to keep this road fairly safe.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
No hide nor hair of ghost boys, fire girl. No more.
Ting ting ting.
No more Vasilius
Right.
show up.
Great food.
No flying boats. No blindfolded monks.
No creepy shadow dudes just kind of
Nothing like
shifting
that.
along the ground.
And during that time, you come to the back side of a large peak that marks where Dragonspire Castle's former location was. You can see just around the outskirts of it the town that you spent the night in. But coming at it from this angle, you also see the ruins of Dragonspire Keep. Anybody who knows history knows. Wait, do any of you have history?
Religion, not history.
I do.
Actually, I think I have
Actually,
investigation.
history and religion. You know that
Yeah.
this site was once the site of a great keep. And you also know there have been multiple demonic incursions and
Oh, yeah, that's
undead
right.
sightings here.
21.
I only rolled a 10.
21.
I'm not really
Fladron's
familiar.
just packed.
You're just
Packed all these fun
you're,
facts.
you're doing like the pirates tour guide. As
Oh,
you're like,
he loves
from
doing that.
this side. You're just
Yeah.
all, oh, there have been
And
stories.
on your left.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where we're a captive audience,
Yeah.
so there's nothing we can do
Yeah.
about it.
And I heard that it was actually because of this.
Yeah.
You think if they had more helm
But this is-
paladins,
this
it would
is
have
why-
done way better.
This is also why armies have always come here to defeat whatever great evil is sprouted out of this place.
I think they would just, fireball it from orbit or something.
Yeah. Now, what you see instead is the ruins of a keep,
We're getting the other angle.
smashed to bits. You never came close enough to see it from this end, but from this side, the road runs right by it. There is a group of 3 or 4 different caravans stopped. You can tell they're not together, but they're stopped at the edge of this keep, or at the keep's lands, I should say, at the edge of what looks like a fallen wall, and they all seem to be watching something with wonder in their eyes.
The last time when we stopped at the
town. You know,
tavern.
the town's about
it wasn't an inn. It was just a
another
tavern.
half hour. Yeah, it was more like a public meeting.
Last time when we stopped there were some carts, some people who were like parked outside of the walls. Is this the other side of the keep? So this is the ruined side that we haven't
Yeah.
seen. Okay.
Can I try and follow their gaze, see what they're looking at?
And they didn't look like the others.
No.
Okay, gotcha.
What you see here are 2 great trees moving as if they're not planted in the ground. They are walking around the ruins of this keep and smashing the stones. They are demolishing every remnant of building that is made here.
What if this is an allegory?
I need, let's see, religion or just a straight intelligence check if you like. Anybody who wants to connect some, you especially
17?
might connect this with your newfound gift.
17?
8. A 10. Rolled a 6.
I'll stop at, you know that druids can sometimes animate trees.
Ah, maybe a druid did this.
17? I didn't get anything more because it's different.
Religion, you know that druids can animate trees.
Cool.
You also vaguely remember that druids can turn into wild beasts.
But never seen a tree.
Never see, but you
Druids.
also remember there was a fox spirit very upset at somebody masquerading as an animal killing things and getting her tribe killed
Oh,
in this area.
What?
druids?
Maybe. I don't know why they're destroying the keep,
Or
though.
would we know about treants to possibly believe that
These
they're
don't
the-
look like trees.
They don't look like treants. Okay.
They look like full just trees that are moving around on their own.
So maybe it's like first thought is like, oh, maybe it's a tree. No. Could be druids. Let's go ask these people. If they've seen anything.
Emergency. They're probably just watching a bunch of trees break down a
Or
castle.
maybe they saw something before it started. I don't know.
That's fine.
Let's get information.
10
Be
gold
prepared.
10 gold says they don't know anything.
Well, they probably don't know much.
They weren't here to see it happen. They're just watching it happen.
As you're
Not
discussing
a
this,
good bet.
one of the caravans looks like they're done watching. And they just kind of like pack up. Oh, we should get going. No, they do that. All right, we're done. And they get on the road. As it is
Take a bad bet.
early in the morning, they're just trying to get a fresh start. Some of the other caravans are still watching with interest. You recognize at least one of the caravan drivers as just barely. This is you because your brain does this now.
With anything within a month.
This is just at the edge of your memory.
Okay.
One of the people who you saw when you bought drinks at the inn. One of the locals is packing up his caravan and moving, you think, wine to the south.
Alright.
Probably destined for Baldur's Gate or other locations to the south. But he is one of the ones who's really looking its wonder at what's going on
Are we
here.
gonna pack up shop now and park here? Because it's close to night, right?
No, it's close. It's just after morning.
Oh, just
Yeah,
after-
and also, we're not that far from the actual city
that's
or
also
town.
true.
Like, it's the other side of the keep.
Oh. Okay.
I'm more worried or concerned why these trees are smashing the place.
I'm gonna.
Are you guys speaking to
Do I
both
remember his
Hope
name?
and Kalen?
I don't think you ever asked his name. You just recognize his face.
Be like,
So I'll
are
try to
you
hail
curious
him.
at all about this?
He's like, as you like walk up beside him. He's
Well, no, because
watching.
I'm imagining we're still in the wagon. So I'm just
Okay.
gonna be riding by.
Is Zinthor's.
And I'm just, when we get closer, just be like, hey! Hey!
There's
Do we get within 15 feet?
Like 2 or 3 people like look over. Yeah, you can get within 15 feet.
If,
like,
if we're
tap on the
riding within
shoulder.
feet, I'm a mage hand.
He goes, yeah?
What's going on here?
He says, oh, there's another one.
It's another what?
Tree.
And the third tree just,
No.
that's just 2? Well, why are these trees destroying the keep?
I'm not sure. It used to be just one.
How long have they been doing it?
Well, that one, I think it's that one. The oak has been doing it for the better part of 3 months.
Huh.
But now it's got a friend. Think that's a birch?
And no one's sick the trees on the keep?
Not that I know of.
Did we miss this?
You remember hearing the night
Yeah.
a rock
He's like,
being
yeah.
smacked. The
Yeah.
sound
Did
of
we
rocks
miss
being
this?
crushed.
Because we don't care?
You're
We're really
not the-
bad.
You're not
Honestly,
the most inquisitive bunch.
Yeah,
honestly.
when we get a mission, we're very direct. We don't
Yeah.
sideline. All right, be on your way. Good luck with your wine sales.
Oh, thank you. He doesn't even look in your direction. He's just watching the trees.
Look, I think I remember that guy from the inn when we were here last.
really?
Yeah.
Is he important?
No, I don't know his name.
Usually my memory is reserved for things that matter. You must have extra space.
Right.
So, I guess
Couple
we...
gigabytes, terabytes.
So I guess we don't really care about the trees, do we?
Not our problem, no.
Alright.
Unless they're going to be coming after the package.
One of these days I'm going to get you guys to care more about nature.
Well, if we
That
ever go...
doesn't seem very natural to me. To
Well,
be
that's
fair.
if we all ever go to Gehenna. I'll care a lot about nature.
Well, all the nature I've dealt with has been pretty crappy.
And then that's when I'll start explaining Gehenna is the beastlands and blah 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 blah. You know, really boring you.
Yeah,
You
this
talk
is
to
the
every-
opposite of your
Yeah,
sightseeing tour.
This is my
This
retort.
stuff
Like-
you can't even see.
Yeah.
And
But what's-
I just like play my harp in the background.
And then while
Caitlin's listening.
when I finish, and I'm like, but I have so much empty space for
Yeah.
you know important things.
Yeah, none of that stuck. Tell you that.
Well, maybe it's my job to remember this.
I'll probably remember the name.
There you go.
So are you going to stop in the town, or are
Yeah.
you going to keep traveling
Yeah.
through?
Yeah.
You are there early.
We need
that's where
to
they-
at least get provisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the way. This is where all the
Yeah,
halflings
by
live.
this time you're out of granola.
Yep.
And
Remember
she's been keeping track
Of our provisions.
of our
So we're gonna have
Now
to.
you've only been on the road about 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Yep.
but we only bought 3 weeks of
Yeah.
Yeah.
stuff,
So we're getting
we're at
short.
10 days.
Yeah.
Well, it's plenty easy enough. There are it being spring, most of the provisions you're going to have to go to that heated warehouse to get them. You're also going to get charged a little bit more.
Okay. Get another. How far is it to Daggerford?
Supposedly, Daggerford is about
Is it about 2 weeks, right?
it's about a week away from here. Yeah, because it takes about a month to get from Waterdeep to Baldur's Gate. And you took a bit of a circuitous route.
Yes, we did.
But
Unknowingly.
yeah, you have a feeling it'll be like another week, a week and a day or two to get to Daggerford, and then about 5-6 days to get from Daggerford to Waterdeep.
Okay.
Beyond that, to that other place, to that other town, which I can't read because the print's too goddamn small.
Was
I can. So I know everyone makes fun of me for having an app and using this thing,
Amphal?
Yeah, that's it.
or you can just look it up. As I say, I got the large.
Oh, that's handy. I should download that on my crappy iPad eventually, because I can expand it.
Because we went past Dragonspear Castle. We're on the Tradeway.
You're at Dragonspear Castle right now.
Okay.
Dragonspire Castle.
Dragonspire? It says Spear.
Spear? Dragonspear Castle. I've been calling it Dragonspire Castle because I can't read.
Yeah. So what are we seeing? Because all I'm seeing is Misty Forest, Tradeway.
I was just saying it's about a week and a day or two to get to Daggerfall.
Yeah.
And then another couple, then like
No, you
4 or
broke the
5,
toilet.
maybe 6 days to get to Waterdeep.
Yep.
And then probably another week to get to, or maybe like 5 days to get to Amphill.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
That's
just
right there.
2 more weeks of rations for us and the
Let's
horses.
go there.
No, we're not going here. Just, there's a big area of no. We do not want to go to Neverwinter.
So yeah, easy enough. Oh, that's what I was looking at the player's handbook for, to tell you how much you're gonna pay.
What else?
I think it's 5 silver.
It's more expensive now.
Oh.
Because you're at the end of winter.
Oh, so they're almost out of stock.
Yeah. So
Can I have another one singular? Yes. No, oh, God damn it. I'm going to take one out of your hand. I'm just going to take one out of your
where's
hand. I don't want to cheat.
rations?
Yes.
I know it's in here. We'll just call it
It's 5 silver.
per day normally, right?
Mhm.
Per person.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking at 2 gold per person for times 14.
Damn.
So 20,
So
28.
it's a 400% markup?
No,
Oh, 4 gold.
Days. For
times 14
days.
days.
You said it was 2 gold per person.
No, 2 gold times 14 days.
Okay.
It's 28.
28 gold. So you're going to end up paying 34.
34?
And how much for the horse feed?
Probably.
It's a couple copper a day. I know
Yeah,
that.
probably about 30 silver.
Okay.
That's not bad. So 3 gold. And those are the big barrels, right? Of
Yeah.
the oats.
Well, that's for both
It is.
horses.
It's sriracha.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, for all 4 horses. That's 30 silver.
Yeah, she doesn't like
Yeah.
spicy.
Can't do spice.
But
Actually.
you know what's funny? She loves the mayo sriracha 50-50 because that kills it enough for her. Sorry.
Sorry. Getting to know you.
These spices are really good. Will knows her shit.
Yeah, so you can use that to flavor your rations, make
Oh
them
my
even more
gosh.
palatable.
If you keep it, the spices.
Oh.
He didn't get enough to resell.
No.
You're not gonna awaken the spices.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. There's a magic item.
He's trying to set up shenanigans.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where
With
is
Steve
it?
being Steve.
It's me
Oh,
being me.
yeah.
God dang it, where is it? There it is.
Um,
The Hereward's handy sack of spice pouch.
How much gold do you need to make it?
I would assume
It's
a
a
common
common
item,
item.
so probably like
Those
100
only
gold.
cost 50 gold, don't they?
100 gold base price for common.
Okay.
That's not bad.
And I have the components. I just have to,
start working on
enchant it.
it.
If you don't use it all.
No. Don't worry about it.
But it's not something you can do on the road.
No.
Anyway.
Just a thought.
When we have extra time.
Yeah, well, you're
Make slice.
in the next 3 weeks. You should be done with everything you have planned to do
I
and
imagine a lot
Retire.
of these things.
rolling in money, as far as you
A lot
know.
of these things is disenchanted.
And
He's like-
everything will be safe,
Yeah.
sound. You can go back to your regular lives.
Yeah.
Anything you want to do.
Keep doing this shit.
So,
Your mother is going to be so angry.
Yeah. But I've been having a lot of fun and I've been learning a lot, so...
Are you going to let her know you're not dead?
Oh, that is a tough one. Because if I let her know, she might kill me.
I knows the feeling.
I wish I could say I would back you up, but I don't know if I can. I've never met your mother.
Oh, she's quite fierce.
Maybe I'll stick out on this one.
She's a
Sit back.
force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
Don't stop
Maybe
the party.
your mom and my mom would get along.
I doubt it.
I doubt it
Yes.
too.
If anything, they'd butt heads.
If anything, mine would kill yours.
Probably. Well, let's hope they never meet.
We should
Yeah.
never have a mother's reunion.
No Mother's Day specials or anything.
I think the only one that has a good mom is like Vladrin's.
And it's his adopted mom.
It's his mom.
Don't be like that.
Anyway,
Family
She
thicker
might
than
be
blood.
your mother, but she ain't your mommy.
so
Family's thicker.
you do pull up just like into by the old abandoned military camp.
Yeah.
In the month you've been gone, people have started to dismantle it.
Like pull it for parts and stuff.
Yeah.
Scrap in it.
Or firewood during the winter. It was pretty snowy here. They probably burned a good portion of the fence.
So I'm guessing it's stone and wood construction.
Yeah. So the stone's still there, but the wood is, at least the front of the fence has almost been completely cannibalized to probably to burn in as firewood in people's homes. But you can still camp there if you like.
Yeah, we'll still camp here.
There's you're not the only people camping there, but that other mercenary group that you saw previously is not there. There are some other familiar faces though. There was when you guys first set off, just outside of Daggerford, you ran across what was obviously a adventuring party.
Oh
yeah.
It was 4 people in a wagon being followed closely by a dwarf on a pony
Yeah.
who
Yep.
didn't want to be seen in the wagon.
Yep.
But you could tell they were together.
Yeah. He was an independent dwarf who needed no wagon.
Yeah. They are camped here currently. The person who you assume is a bard,
Yep.
the human gentleman, blonde hair, has started to grow a bit of a beard,
Oh.
is regaling the party of adventures that they seem to all have shared with him because they're not paying attention. But he's like, all right, and this is the one I wrote about our trip to whatever, and then he goes into a song.
What time of day is it?
It's just before noon, probably.
Should we, well, I mean, you said you were going to get provisions, right?
I'm assuming we already did that.
Yeah.
Did we? Oh, we already did? Well, we
Yeah.
set up and got provisions, so we just want to do early camp and leave at first morning?
Works for me.
At least this way we're safe.
Stay in.
Your neighboring campers, at least one of them seems like he's going to be annoying.
That's fine.
We can move a little bit further.
Well,
I have faith in us to out annoying anyone.
that's true. That is true. She
Is
has a
that going to
point.
be our
Oh.
goal for today? Are we going to annoy them?
I summon a rock.
Please don't.
Alright.
Well, it has to be more subtle than that.
Pebble.
Not us.
Now you're thinking.
I like to imagine it's like, whoop, giant
Oh, yeah, it's more
rock.
subtle.
Oh, no. And it just
That's what we need. Like, is it
Are you guys
the?
actually like?
We're
joking
actually
around
talking about
and-
like let's
yeah,
annoy them.
chuckling to each other
Yeah.
as you're setting up camp.
Yeah. We had kind of glossed over the next because when I used the sending stone, they're like respond tomorrow. We kind of glossed over the
yeah.
tomorrow.
Kind of spaced that.
Yeah, so
Whoops.
I would have responded and said that he had said his name was Choton Pak. So if that is actually him, then yes.
Oh, never mind.
That's him. I'll tell Sil right away. Or she says, I'll tell Soliloquy right away. She doesn't call herself.
Yeah. I just wanted to establish that I did in fact respond to this.
I don't think Hope would ignore it.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
We just glossed over things.
She's very punctual.
Yeah.
No, I just
She takes her information very seriously.
just pushing things along because
yeah.
nothing was going to happen. It want to be like, you spend 5 days. The next day you camp, nothing happens. The next day
Yeah.
you camp, nothing happens. But tonight you've got your provisions.
Mhm.
You can hang out in town, or you can just keep to yourselves in your campsite and do whatever you want. But the town has seemed, as spring is coming, there are people definitely getting a head start on farming and things like that.
Should I grab another pony cake from the inn.
That would be fun.
Give us at least something. We can have that. We've been on the road for a bit. Little celebration.
It seems a bit strange that the adventuring party that you're camped near
Isn't at the inn.
isn't at the inn.
Yeah.
They're off by themselves, entertaining themselves rather than spending time at an
I
inn.
want to go talk to them.
Okay.
I want to go talk to them.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
I'm gonna go head to the inn. I'd get party funds
Yeah.
from you. 10 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna go buy booze,
Mm-hmm.
get some take-home cups and a keg, and try and drag it out there,
Sitting at the camp.
watching shenanigans.
It's basically waiting to see what happens.
Okay.
Yay.
As you approach the camp, almost as if he has a radar for women approaching the camp, the bard.
Oh God, it's terrifying.
Ladies,
Females.
Right.
please, come to it. And immediately the dwarf stands up and walks away.
He's like, fuck.
He's not into that.
He likes something he can grab onto.
The rest of the people in the camp are kind of like, looking at watching.
Are they all humies?
They've there's an elven woman and 2 other humans in addition to the bard and the dwarf, who has since gone about 10 feet outside the camp and is sitting on a stone.
They got a bigger party than us.
They got a grumpier party than us.
So there are 5 of them total. The elven woman is obviously a caster of sorts. One of them definitely looks like a cleric. One definitely looks like a bard. The dwarf looks like what you would assume a fighting type to be. And then the other human female looks like a priest.
So 2 clerics?
No, I'm sorry. And then one of the dudes looks a bit wiry and a bit shifty. So, your standard adventuring party of 5. 2 tanks,
Full party.
caster, rogue, and a priest, and a bard.
And a bard.
So,
Hello.
ladies, what can I do for you? Please come to the camp. I don't suppose you have any alcohol with you.
No.
Unfortunately, no. We've been on the road for quite a while.
Oh, pity. We would offer to share, but we're a little dry at this moment as well.
We just wanted to come and introduce ourselves.
Of course.
So, we'll be camping nearby, and
As you start to talk, he goes, "I," and he starts to introduce himself.
I love that. You're like, oh, this is why I don't like other bards. That's right.
Yes, that's it. He says, "No, is that it? No, that's not it. Sorry, wrong page. There it is." And he says, "I am Gore.
Spell that?
Gore, G-O-E-R." And he says, "And these are my fine companions. This is Stella."
Who's
And he
that?
points to the caster.
The elf caster?
Yeah. And this is Berrig. She is a holy woman, but don't hold that against her.
What was her name?
Berrig. B-E-R-I-G, yes. And he says, "And this is Mouse," and Mouse flips him off while he's not looking. That's the rogue. And that over there, our diminutive companion, hey, is Tolfnir. I says, but I am Goer Silvertongue. Perhaps you've heard of me.
well, we couldn't help but overhear your wonderful stories, so I'm sure that we won't forget you soon.
Excellent. Well, pass the word.
What can I tell what cleric Barrick is?
You think she's probably Lathander.
Well, my name is Hope, and this is my companion, Kaylin.
Pleased to meet you, ladies. Everybody else at the campus kind of is like going about their business.
Yeah.
The woman is reading a book.
And I'll just we don't share a language. Do we? No, we do
Celestial.
now. We do. And I'll just be like, I feel bad for the party. It seems. Yeah.
What funny language is that?
Oh, it's something we've been traveling together for a while. It's something of a secret language we came up with.
Oh,
You know how it
how
is.
creative.
You know, best for girl talks and stuff.
He says,
I love how uncomfortable you
I'm
are.
afraid I don't know what that's like. I am all man.
Congratulations.
Well, we thought we'd introduce ourselves. We'll be staying nearby.
Oh, excellent.
Can you
Perhaps once my party goes to bed, I can come and regale you with our stories.
perhaps can you? We were actually wondering. We haven't been through here too often, but does the tavern come highly recommended?
He says, oh, they're mostly keep to the locals. We've outstayed our welcome. The mouse person goes, you outstayed our welcome. Yes. It's not point fingers. It's not about right and wrong. We're a team. We stick together.
They're like, yeah, we're greatly regretting this.
We're in Darford, right?
No,
No.
you're at
Dragonspire.
Dragon
Oh,
Spear
Spire.
Castle.
Yeah, Dragon Spear,
Keep.
keep.
What's left of it.
Yeah.
And have you been in town long then?
Oh, a day. He outwore their welcome in one night.
No. Oh, in the night, yeah.
So you saw the trees then?
Oh yes, we had a good look before we camped out.
Such a unique thing. This is such an active area.
Is it?
Yes, our Furbolg friend is very attuned with nature.
Oh, what's what that is over there?
He
Yeah, not that. That's rude.
Oh, forgive me, ladies.
he has informed us that nature is very interesting here.
Oh. I just figured it was spring. Trees are all lively in spring, aren't they? The woman is just like... The priest is looking there trying to be like patient with
Yeah.
everybody. You can tell she's kind of like she's probably the person who stops them from killing the
Yeah.
bard.
Aren't very lively in spring, right?
No.
Do all trees walk around and beat up castles in spring?
I'm just making sure.
Maybe
That
this
is
spring.
an anomaly.
If I don't
The
have
spring
trees
of
where I
punching
come from.
trees.
And your
How
Anna does actually walk around every now and
how
then.
long does it take him to get his pony cake?
Well, this is minutes.
Because I'm assuming you do the ritual to
Yeah, I do
take it
take.
back.
Yeah, I do have to take 10 minutes.
So that's
after I get
another
it.
10 minutes.
Yeah, it's a little 10 minutes.
God,
longer.
it takes me forever to do anything.
At least 10 minutes. I get that on a shirt. You're like, I'm sorry, it takes me to at least 10 minutes to do anything.
Yeah. I kind of like surreptitiously point at Kaylin and say, did you satisfy your curiosity? Can we go?
Yes.
Well, I hope you don't mind if I sneak over to your camp later tonight and play you a song.
No, not at all.
I was just gonna say, interesting. Perhaps we could have something of a battle of the bards.
Oh, do you play?
I do. In fact.
I can't wait to see your instrument.
Hope
I'm
is
sitting
the
here
best bard.
He kind of rankles a bit. Well, I'm sure if I'd heard of you, I would know that was true.
We feel the same about you.
Well, I'm very popular in some circles.
Not ours. No offense.
And he says, I used to play for Waterdavian nobles before I decided to go on the road.
Yeah, we never heard of you
Interesting. I never saw you at any of their parties.
Well, perhaps being spending so much time in the castle district, you didn't get around to seeing me.
Perhaps.
But if you were playing for nobles, wouldn't you be in the castle?
That's what he meant. He meant
Oh.
if you had spent more time in the castle district, you would have.
Which is where I grew up.
Right.
I'm just like, I'm sure that's true. Anyway, we'll see you around, I'm sure. I just kind of link arms with Kaylin.
It will walk away.
Okay.
I'm just like, oh, good God, bards.
So that's like a regular bard.
Is that what it's like looking outside in?
Am I that bad? Please tell me I'm not that bad.
So your
Keg man.
keg.
And we have a
comes
small
back.
discussion about how no trees don't usually walk.
You,
That's a very
you
weird
spend some
thing.
time stacking 4 plates, 4 cups, and a pony keg on this big disc behind you.
It's 3 foot, so imagine like the pony cake takes up this one spot, and then like the plates are stacked in one spot.
Actually,
and
you
cups.
kind of have to cast it outside the door. So
Okay.
you pay to have people load it up for you outside the door.
That's
'Cause
fine.
It doesn't shrink.
No, it doesn't.
So
The
you-
door doesn't have a 3 foot.
Yeah, I guess it does. They have to open the second door that they
Yeah.
only open for crowds to let you in and out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let me
If anything,
pass.
I would open it myself and then just
You
close
just
it with
like
mage hand.
Clunk, clunk,
Yep.
you unlock the bolts that keep the second door closed, and it's all, now I can go out. People are just watching you.
Who's
just-
this fucker think he is?
And then after you leave, someone get that for me.
Oh, I'd mage hand it
Oh.
close, but I wouldn't do the
You do-
latches.
Yeah. But you come back with 4 meals, 4 boozes, and
4 cups. 3 cups.
3 cups.
Do more with your mage hand.
Maybe.
And a pony cake.
I don't want to rush to get out.
All right.
It'll probably cost you somewhere around 2 gold for the whole. No, so the pony cake is going to be like 5 gold, so 7 gold for the whole lot.
Cool. I got 3 gold change. It'll just when I come up.
Yeah, and you'll get some like 4 of that gold back when you bring all the plates and shit back.
That's fine. So I get 1 more gold piece back for bringing all the equipment. Okay.
The bard is terrible.
Don't talk about Hope like that. That's she's right there.
You're not very funny, Asher.
I beg to differ. I imagine there's a little voice somewhere far away giggling at some of the stuff I say.
That is
You're
making
hearing
sound
voices
crazy.
now?
I said I imagine, not hearing. There is a difference.
He thinks he's a better bard, and Hope is gonna outplay him tonight.
Well, if she doesn't, hopefully you don't play.
No.
I mean, technically.
You could play it, you just don't play the Song of Destruction.
Well, not even
Yeah.
that.
What?
It's more showy.
Conjure.
No, I'm saying you could, as long as
Yeah.
you don't play the
Yeah.
Song of Destruction, you can play it just like any normal instrument.
I can help her be a little bit better.
I
It
could
was
That's
mostly
kind of
teasing,
that's
I
also
don't
kind of
know.
insulting to Hope to assume that she needs magical assistance.
You brought her.
I'm trying to be insulting.
You told them to come over here.
No, he invited himself multiple times.
His other group seems very annoyed with him.
Hmm.
The dwarf seems kind of like a grump, though. I need to leave once.
They're usually very strict to business. Yeah, they're not much for fun. Their fun's different.
We called Vladimir that.
Well, I mean, I would call Vladrin that if I didn't know what Vladrin was.
Vladimir's a football.
He just rolls his eyes.
Like, I don't see. Never mind. I'm gonna go to my book.
Hmm.
So you spend the night camped out.
Does he
Yeah,
actually come over?
we start drinking and
Yeah,
enjoying
he'll
ourselves.
come
I would-
over.
By the
He's
way,
kind of clueless about the fact that you guys don't like him.
We were pretty mean at the end.
Yeah.
I'd summon a 3 foot by 3 foot table
Okay,
and then just eat at it at the like
like a civilized person.
my mess kit. Or not my mess kit, just like all the.
You're using your mess kit right there.
Oh man.
Gross.
What?
Yeah, so he's doing that.
Mess kit, isn't that like poop
Vladrin's.
and stuff?
No,
Like a
that's a
shell?
latrine kit.
No.
A mess
Oh.
kit is what you eat with.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, I'm
Oh,
an idiot.
Yeah.
think of mess.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like mess hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's the hall where everyone poops.
But
With the deck.
so
Mm,
you are regaled with stories unless you want to do something beforehand.
Before that happens, starts drinking, and to get to the point where maybe he's not so annoying.
I don't know
Maybe.
if you have that much booze.
Like
No,
how we were
actually,
like,
he will
I have
come
I mean,
over.
something
you
else.
have the walnut
I have
wine.
something else.
He will come over, and he's no Gary, but he is pretty good on the lute. It doesn't seem to be magical or anything like that, but the music when he's not talking, it's actually pretty good. He is a fairly accomplished
Musician.
musician. And his voice when he's singing is quite lovely.
It's just
It's
the
just
personality.
attached
Yeah.
to all of it is
Yeah.
terrible.
Exactly.
Okay, maybe you aren't that bad.
Yes, thank you very much,
You just
little
have
elf girl.
a very acquired taste of a personality.
What's he again?
Yes.
Human.
He says, yes, I have that rare personality that once you get to know me, I'll come to know.
I'm sure.
Oh, I'm charmed, very charmed. Ah. Oh.
So, I introduced you to my party.
I'm actually drinking.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
like,
you've met
Jesus.
Kaylin.
It's like,
This is
Yes.
Asha.
Pleased to meet you, sir. And he says, are you a practitioner of the arcane arts? I noticed you create a table out of thin air.
No, it's this the one trick I got, nothing else.
he's pretty useless.
We
That-
keep him around
I
for
It's
assume
really
that-
just for
He says,
furniture.
I assume that, or you're a carpenter of some sort.
You know? You
Well, if
know?
it doesn't work out, you'd be very good at it.
Thank you.
It is something of a hidden talent.
Yes.
And this is Vladrin.
Pleased to meet you, sir. I'm informed that you're verbal, fascinating.
Yes. That is who I am.
What? Not who. What?
Like I said, pretty useless.
That's not fair. Grammar is a very important tool.
It's never killed anybody.
I beg to differ.
As I say, she begs to differ, and wars have been started over incorrect grammar. Translation is all.
I'm not
key.
starting any wars.
And he says, don't fight amongst yourselves. And he starts to play another happy song.
Maybe if we just keep fighting amongst ourselves, he'll just keep playing.
You're so grumpy.
That's what the booze is for.
Maybe you should have been a dwarf.
I've heard there's spells that could change you.
There are. Wouldn't want to, you know, be short and big bushy beards. I like my clean cut.
And he says, yes, your mom would never recognize you.
I'm just like, yes, I'm sure. And I pinch your cheek.
So if you're a bard, what other tricks can you do? Surely singing and playing is not your only...
He says, these are the heart and soul of my abilities, playing fine musical instruments like this. But I have a few magical tricks I can perform.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, we're all just like...
Like, oh, let's see how much we gotta drink to make this guy actually enjoyable.
And he will conjure something that you're sure annoys at least half of his party to no end. A small dancing elf woman that accompanies his music on your table. She
On
looks-
his table?
Yeah, she's about this tall, and she dances to his more salacious songs that he plays. She looks a lot like the caster, the woman in the party.
Is she
over-
Sylvan or High Elf?
She's a high elf.
I'll be like,
A moon elf, to be exact.
Ooh, she's blue.
Well, she's kind of like pale.
neat trick.
And it's completely silent, and it's basically the silent image.
It's silent image or the minor illusion?
Silent image.
Okay.
So he can move it,
Oh, okay.
but
Okay.
it makes no sound. It just accompanies the play.
So I just be like,
Yeah, you
oh,
kind
it's
of.
illusion.
Yeah.
Alright.
He says, "Well, no,
I'll back my pipe.
I can't create a real woman."
Yeah, that would be a real trick, wouldn't it?
And he says, "No, I usually find myself knee deep in them."
That doesn't sound
I do the
enjoyable.
office stare into the imaginary camera. Like,
Yeah, you break the fourth wall
Yeah.
for a second.
It's just like,
fuck.
deep in them. I think you're doing something
Yeah,
wrong.
Vladimir is just kind of like. What?
It looks a lot
Yeah.
like your elf friend.
Who does it? She claims it's nothing like her.
I wonder
Is it
why.
scantily? Yeah.
Basically dressed like the it's dressed like a professional would be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or not dressed
Yeah.
like a professional would be. Okay.
But he will dispel out after at the end of one of his more body songs.
Yeah. Like,
Actually, if you think dispel just right now.
okay. Hey, he's got a voice. Knows how to play. Has a trick.
mm-hmm.
Pretty soon he'll be known worldwide.
I'm already known in some of the finer circles of the world.
Hopefully for good things.
Of course. For my voice and my playing. And my sharp wit.
He says that had we spent more time in the castle ward of Waterdeep, we would have heard of him.
We grew up in the castle ward.
I know.
Like you say it, I'm like,
Is that in common?
yeah. Like she just says it, I'm like, and I'm like really confused. I'm like, we grew up there.
So what are you?
He just lets that pass by.
Alright. So what
Rather
are
than argue the fact, he's just like, oh.
So what are you and your party up to? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh,
You seem to be the mouthpiece for your group.
well, we formed just recently, but we spent some time in the city or the mazes under Waterdeep, and we found we were in a bit of danger, so we left. We decided to come south again and see what adventure, what trouble we can stir up.
Do we know
Yeah.
about mazes? Would we?
You think he probably didn't go into the yawning portal? He probably went into. There are portions of the Undercity where you can go do stuff. There's there's a like 9-layer dungeon underneath Waterdeep.
Oh, okay.
In addition to the
Beyond portal and shit.
yawning portal.
Is this common
And
knowledge?
is that connected to like the Rogues Guild?
Okay.
Why would you eat that?
So,
Another drink.
so if you've oh, please. So if you've been at the mazes,
No, the upper levels, the
upper
storehouse areas and things.
okay. Then what are you What are you trying to do now?
Well, we're looking for more excitement.
You see those trees?
And he says,
That's excitement.
Mouse, our more clandestine friend, come up with a map.
Fascinating.
Like he made one up, or he found one?
No, he bought it.
Ah.
He says he bought it. You never can tell what mouse. He might have stole it from someone.
Like just glaring, or not glaring, just staring.
Like blank face?
Like somebody you just admitted somebody did a crime.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, I see.
Oh, do you guys have the map on you?
He says, oh, Mouse showed it to us.
Could we take a peek?
So this is like, can we take a peek?
I don't think Mouse would like that. He'd probably be upset if he even found out I said something.
He doesn't need to find out.
I mean, we have no intention of interfering. We have our own business further north.
We're heading to, where was it?
Armvale?
Armvale, past Daggerford.
Past Waterdeep.
Past Waterdeep. Past Daggerford. Somewhere up there. So it doesn't, like, if we're not, muddying your business.
No, my parties. They all wanted to turn in early. I saw you all up and around still, so I thought I'd come and entertain you for a bit.
And we have been very entertained.
Of course. That's my business.
So...
There you go. So...
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
either A, we could see that... Either you could show us that really interesting map that you guys are all going to go on, or...
No, I couldn't.
Well then maybe it's getting that time that you might want to turn in. It's getting late.
Oh, are you guys is your party calling it a night?
No, we're calling it for you.
Oh, right. Well, I shall not trouble you any further then.
Thank you very much.
I enjoyed our get-to-know-you party.
Yes.
Certainly.
If anybody would like to come back to my tent... No, all right.
He thinks he's that charming.
If I knew how perceptive his rogue was.
Yeah, no,
You wouldn't kill him?
No.
Oh.
Just snoop a little.
Oh.
He just needs to see it.
Just need to get a peek.
You glance over. Their campsite is a bit different than yours.
Yeah.
You have just the one big tent. Everybody kind of enjoys themselves in it. Well, at least doesn't... It's comfortable in it, I should say.
No way glancing over that. Okay.
You're comfortable in your own tent. All four of you in there together, although he makes it a little cramped.
We all cuddle.
You can see that this other party, there
Cuddle for
is...
safety.
The dwarf is sleeping out under the stars. He's got like a pillow, not a pillow, but like his bedroll and a backpack that he kind of puts his head on. You can see he's currently just sitting there snoring. There is a two-person tent that you think the priest and the caster use. The rogue has disappeared. You do not see him. All your stuff's still.
Like I see you do it, and I'm like,
But you do see there is a rope that appears to be just hanging out of the middle of the air above their campsite.
I bet that's where the map is.
I like how both of us are like,
And then there's
Remind you
a tent that has been, for lack of a better word, medieval bedazzled
not really.
with goers traveling band written on
This
it.
is just for one rope. I think it's a spell.
Sorry, we were trying to.
That's
Are
okay.
you guys okay to watch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
Summon Vincent.
Watch. He's gonna get up and try to walk a line.
Make a con save. You're fine.
Oh yeah, I'm good. Just turn around, do the line back in. But I'm great. And he's great too.
I'm pretty great.
Yeah. I bet if I went on the other side of that field, you could peg an acorn from my fingers with a firebolt. I bet you could do that right now.
I would do
Please
it. I
don't.
would do a
bet-
firebolt. Yeah, no.
Can I touch your shoulder?
You can.
I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on you.
Sober me up. Kill
Glad
my
it wasn't
buzz.
me.
So you do it. And just like,
Vladimir, can I have a hug?
Yeah.
You
Cast
cast it
Lesser
again.
Restoration.
You're both stone cold sober.
you know,
Have a very watchful night.
Your
And
hugs
I'm gonna
aren't
go into
fun.
the tent.
you know that
Your
that
hugs.
pony cake was 4 gold. You just wasted.
I start laughing and go
Summon
into
my
the
chair
tentacle.
angrily and sit on it.
She goes into the tent with
I just laugh.
Just stare, shoulders sank.
Yep.
Just. That's how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Once we're done with all this, we should let them have a really good time in water.
Yes.
Yep.
We both just sigh.
Alright,
Yeah. We watch.
your watch. It's uneventful.
Okay.
The town lights make it very well lit in this area. As your camp starts to, or your watch starts to wind down, you do see them. Some people are going around dousing most of the town lights about the same time as your watch ends.
Have we? And we haven't heard any. Do the sounds of stones continue, or is that just kind of?
It's just every once in a while you hear the sound of a big stone breaking. You have a feeling there's this what. Most of the time, it's not. If it's small stones, you don't hear anything. It doesn't travel as
It's
far.
only if it's a big
Yeah.
cacophonous noise. Okay, fair.
I summoned the little clockwork watch that Gary
that
had.
you stole off of Gary. That's not set to any time in
Yeah.
particular.
I didn't steal it. I could just summon another one and just.
Stole his technology.
Still fiddle with it.
All right, let's go get
Just
them.
miss it.
At about the same time you're going off your watch, you see the elven caster woman come out of their tent. She nods in your direction and then sets up a little carpet for her to sit on in her camp.
Is the rope still there?
Yes,
Is it rope trick?
probably.
It only lasts an hour. Okay.
Let's go to Hope.
Yep, I wake up Hope.
I go to my watch.
I'm like, enjoy your sober watch. Yep.
Caitlin's
Are
smiling
you very
while
like
meditating.
bangy
Yep.
smile?
Yep.
She's just like, yep.
Bedroll.
Vladrin snores a
Do
little
you guys,
louder on
like-
purpose.
Disturb Kaylin's meditation as you go to sleep, or you just do it quietly?
We're not trying to fuck over the party.
We're miffed, but we're not dumb.
Okay. So you're out on watch. You can see the elven woman over at the other watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably on watch as
Yeah.
well. Other than that, go ahead and make a perception roll for me.
And you die.
8.
It's better.
One better.
It's called improvement.
Okay. You don't. You're at the edge of a fairly lively town. Most everybody is. About this time, people are leaving. Late stayers are leaving the inn.
Mm-hmm.
Most sensible people that were sober probably went to bed a while ago. The elven woman seems to be doing something strange though. She's watching the sky, particularly the moon. She's kind of curious look on her face.
And I don't notice anything about the moon.
Well, you hadn't really looked at it until now.
Yeah.
Do you
I'd
have
look
another
at the
lesser
moon.
restoration?
All right.
Yeah.
How long are you gonna watch it for?
For a good 5 minutes, probably.
Okay. Just as you're like, it's nothing. Suddenly a shape moves across. Looks like a woman riding a broom with a big pointy hat.
Is there a shriek? No noise.
That's still a trope in Faerun, right?
No,
No. So it means nothing to
means
me?
nothing to you.
Okay.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, I would just kind of stare. Just like, what?
She looks like she's about a mile out in the sky. So it's a very small.
Yeah.
Flies across the moon
Mm-hmm.
from your right to left,
Okay.
leaving little what look like sparkles in the wake of her broom.
See, now I'm going to be conflicted.
Yeah, I'm just making.
Yeah, the elven woman over there is looking at it like, what is that? But that's it. Your watch goes by uneventfully.
I'd mention it to him. Just a little while ago, I saw about a mile out the silhouette of a woman riding a broom. She like crossed in front of the moon. There were sparkles.
Maybe she needs a lesser restoration as well.
Yeah, she can sleep it off.
Just wary, I suppose.
It's fucking kiki.
Okay. She's wearing a pointy hat. So.
Now you have seen pointy hats
Yeah.
before. And you've seen brooms before.
Yes.
And you've seen women before. So all just together as a picture, you're kind of like,
Those are some interesting choices.
Why is that plumber in a red suit and like
And then he has a taller companion that is
in
green.
Yeah. Way too off topic.
so you go
Yeah.
go to bed. Kaylin, your prayers are done. You're out, ready to do your watch.
Yeah.
The elven woman seems to be on the same kind of schedule you're on.
I'll go over. I'll look over at her and I'll wave.
She looks over and goes,
Always have an elf in the party.
She'll probably sit there for about an hour.
as you're there for while you're watching, the rope goes.
That is the question for Asher. After about an hour, she'll walk over and bother the elf.
Alright, now you do know you're a draw off, right?
She gets very aware.
I love that. Oh shit, I'm drowned! Oh god, I forgot! This whole time I thought I was a gnome!
I was so confused.
This is such a problem.
So this, when you get a closer look, it's hard to tell, colors, but there's enough light at her campsite to where you can tell she's, a bit pale, slightly bluish complexion. The hair is definitely a shade of purple that almost reminds you of some of the people at home. Some of them have purple hair, not all of them have pure white. But, but she is definitely a moon elf. And she seems to be living up to it because she is constantly staring at the moon.
And I'll be like, Ace, your people kind of look like my people.
Oh. Oh.
And they.
She
good
closes
way.
her eyes very, patiently.
I love that.
I see there may be some resemblance. I take it you're not recently removed from down below.
It was kind of recently, it was in the last year.
The last year, you said.
Yes.
But you have made a home amongst surface dwellers.
Yes, down below sucks.
I can see where someone might see that, yes. I didn't want to say anything. I assumed your fellows know where you come from.
It's kind of obvious, yes.
And If they have no problem with it, I'm sure you're a perfectly nice person.
I'll hold up my holy symbol and just point to it.
She goes, yes.
Kaylin.
Thela. Not Thela. Thela. Then she will shake your hand.
My companion says she saw a weird thing.
Yes, it's very strange. I've seen it like 3 times. Almost like it's circling us.
Huh. Did your bard anger someone?
Oh, I can't count the number of people.
Have they angered someone with a pointy hat?
Not that I recall. Well, there was the man in Waterdeep. But it was a man. This is not a man. At least I don't think so.
Does it have a very shapely?
Looks like the medieval equivalent of the hauling ass sign. What?
Mike's being a dick. He likes to take the freaking laser pointer and point it up at the ceiling to annoy someone.
You guys always tell me never change.
Yeah, I know.
But hopefully she doesn't bother anyone.
She's getting closer.
Right? Could she just wait another 4 hours?
Have you gotten a better look, or is it just a silhouette?
It's just a silhouette. I mean, my vision's probably not as good as yours,
No.
but when she crosses the moon, I can see a clear outline. But she's beyond my regular field of dark vision.
Can I look up? I
She's-
only have 120.
Yeah, she's not within 120 feet. Not that you can see.
It's just twice as good.
She's out of my range.
Just watch the moon. If she crosses it again, that's the best time to see it.
We wait.
She'll wait about like 5 minutes there.
Alright. About the 4-minute mark. If I rolled a 6, you would have turned away and she would have gone, there it is! At about the 4-minute mark, you see the figure. Definitely a woman. With womanly proportions, other than to say a bit exaggerated.
I like to imagine just the equivalent of someone taking like a cardboard cutout and just putting it across.
I'm
the-
imagining like the Bewitched logo.
Yeah.
It's kind of what it looks like. Yes. She's to the point now where you think she's probably at about 300 feet out. So much closer than what Hope described. At this, you can't really see features. She's still just a silhouette against the moon.
Yeah.
But if you want to make a perception roll, you can.
Only if you want to, though.
You with your
Natural 20.
So 25.
had to happen sooner.
Yeah.
It's really
Um,
good at seeing things at night.
I would hope so.
Yeah,
Me too.
That's your bread and butter. So, a couple things you notice. She's sitting on the broom side stand. The outfit is not like a solid robe. It's definitely a robe and clothes that look like a skirt, probably down to her knees, and a very tight-fitting top and a pointy hat with what look like sleeveless arms and little white cuffs, or little cuffs that kind of reflect like around her wrist. And she appears to be looking in your direction, from what you can tell by the shape of her head. Big, big hair. Like, under the hat it kind of goes pfft.
Wiry.
No, just full hair.
Okay.
She's been to the salon recently.
It's got body.
And if you stay there and regard the figure, like you're kind of like, that's strange. It stops moving, kind of just, and the sparkles all fade out from behind the broom, and it your direction.
Huh. Wave.
The figure suddenly starts to come closer,
Fuck.
and it gets bigger, to the point where she closes the distance, just at like probably like a 30-foot movement, just like someone's walking or you're running in combat kind of pace, comes your direction. Definitely
minute.
leaving little trail of sparkles behind the broom.
Just a full minute.
It takes about a minute and a half for her to, no, about a minute for her to land. She kind of slows down as she
Do you
approaches
reach
the
anyone
ground.
up?
Or are you just watching?
Over at the elf
Watching,
camp.
but
Over
kinda
at the
like-
elf camp.
Yeah, it's over
Yeah.
at
You're
the
not
elves
at
camp.
ours
Yeah.
either.
No,
Yeah.
she's over talking to the other
Yeah.
party.
She is taking like a couple steps back.
Okay,
towards
so
that
the
direction.
elven woman has stood up too and is watching. You're not sure how. She's not sure how to react either.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to like blast it in case this is dangerous. She looks like she's like weighing her diplomatic options.
That's kind of what she's doing too.
And the figure about 30 feet away from your camp lands on the ground. It's like steps at about the broom gets her about here, and she kind of like just like eases off of it.
Near my camp, not theirs.
No, near the camp you're at now,
Okay.
out in the actual road. And when she stops, she gets off the broom and
Hello.
waves back at you.
Yeah, Kaylin's slowly just taking a couple steps towards her camp.
Okay. At this point, you can see, because she's fully within your dark vision, that this is in fact a young woman. She looks like she's maybe 20.
Human.
Human. Could be Water Davian. Which could be, what's the most populous human race? I can't remember what it is.
Starts with a C, right?
Felsham?
No.
No.
Too far.
I should have written it down, but I forgot.
Sorry.
Kalashite?
No, it's this one.
Chondathan?
Chondathian.
Or Kondathan?
Chondathian?
Yeah, she looks
Chondathan.
like
That.
human. Yeah.
She's got tawny skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the Central Lands of favorite.
The outfit is definitely anachronistic. You can't, other than the robe, which looks like she could have bought it at any store. The rest of it looks like red light district barmaid.
Yep.
But you can see that on her belt, there's definitely some kind of coiled rope, maybe even a whip. Which is also kind of red light district barmaid.
Yeah. Although it's probably not one of those whips. This is
No.
a bullwhip.
Yeah, this is more bullwhip.
Like that.
Damn. Damn.
And she was, is it just the two of you elves here? The voice doesn't sound like a 20-year-old woman. It sounds a bit more mature. It has a little old lady waver to it.
Yes.
She goes, you seem terribly interested in my broom. You have been watching me for an hour or two.
You've been making quite a show.
Have I? I thought I was very well hidden. She goes, you haven't seen anyone around here with a big box, have you? They possibly keep it in a bag. It's about yay big.
No.
Are there any bards about? The elf woman's just like,
I'm sorry, but where I come from, that's not a very popular word.
musicians. Are there any musicians about? I'd love a tune. I've been flying all night.
I not quite understand. Common, not first language.
She goes, oh, that's a pity. And then she says in undercommon, is this better?
Shit.
She'll just speak drow, not undercommon.
What?
You say what in drow?
Mhm.
She switches.
You're quite the linguist.
Yes, I am. It comes with years of study.
Right. No bards that I know of.
Pity. I thought I heard playing as I approached the town.
Maybe it's in the town. Maybe they've passed through.
Make a
Deception.
perception check.
Natural 20.
Hold it! Hold it!
Totally
It's a
beat her
22.
insight roll. She's just like, oh, maybe it is in the town. Well, I shall go have a look-see. Maybe I can get a command performance.
Right, good luck.
And she kind of just kind of like puts the, well, she's just holding onto the broom, but she kind of like puts it under her arm.
Mm-hmm.
And you see she kind of like fixes her robe so it falls more about her. And then she starts walking towards the center of town.
I'm gonna look towards, what was it again?
Her name is Fila.
Fila.
I'm gonna look towards Theala and be like,
She says, that's very strange.
it's very strange.
I mean, I don't like the man personally, but I don't want to. I don't trust that woman. I think she might mean that my bard some ill. Maybe he did something.
Maybe. Or maybe it's someone that in the town that she saw. Bards are popular, right?
I thought ours was the only one in town currently. I mean, they're musicians. Bards are few and far between. Well, not few, but
Maybe she's getting them mixed up. I get them mixed up.
I mean, he was playing on most of the night.
Yes.
Or, I mean, till he turned in fine. Till you got rid of him fine.
Well, I'm gonna go back to my camp.
She says, I'll keep an eye out. I'll send you a message if she comes back.
Okay, thank you.
We should perhaps put on a united front of we know bards here.
Yes. I agree.
And she just goes back to her rug, but you can tell she's searching the town constantly, looking for any sign that strange woman might return.
I briskly walk
Okay.
and I go in. And I know Hope's not tired, like she's asleep, but she's been...
Yeah, I mean, she's been asleep for about an hour. She hasn't had a full rest yet.
Who to wake up?
I take too long to get ready. Gotta do my hair. Gotta make sure.
Gotta strap in.
Yeah, exactly.
Strap on.
He hasn't had a full sleep either.
I know, but he doesn't need armor.
Yeah.
And he hasn't really cast any spells.
Yeah, that's true. I did have a long rest the day before.
Yeah.
What? What is it? It's too early.
You're smart.
I guess. Why?
This weird woman that Hope saw on her watch,
Mm-hmm.
was wearing a pointy hat and was
Uh-huh.
on a broom
Okay.
with sparkles.
You hear yourself, that sounds awesome.
Like, all right.
I wish I'd seen it, I could make one.
I talked to her.
Okay.
She's looking for a bard carrying a box that's this big.
Mm.
I told her it might have been someone in the town. The moon elf lady lied with me because she didn't want to say it was her bard either. But this is a no bard zone.
So do we need to move? Or are we gonna get our cart towed away?
Why would that happen?
That happens all the
It's
time
a
at Waterdeep.
Waterdeep joke. Sorry.
I've never used a cart in Waterdeep.
Never mind. It's a merchant joke. Don't say. Never mind.
I think we need to hope to maybe lay a little profile. What's the box?
The package that I don't understand. All right. Well.
She's very noticeable. She kind of dresses showy.
And she casts magic? And she can fly.
Like
Also,
you
she
could
used some
probably
really obscure languages.
Yeah.
you could probably pay for her services. Is what I'm trying to say.
No, yes, scantily clad. I get it.
She knew my languages too.
I look very cross at you. I could too if you would teach me.
More Elven, as you could have a language.
In your ear, she's coming back.
She's here. Where do you want to meet? Can you lie? I got very lucky. She doesn't believe me.
Well, for one, I'm not very good at lying. I'm more persuasive.
Maybe she likes guys.
Okay, fine.
Skitty guys.
So you're gonna come out of the tent.
Yeah, so I'll come out.
You kind of like push him out, or you go out with him.
I'll go out with it.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my bedroll wrapped around.
Okay.
But Kaylin does stay kind of a couple steps back so she's closer to the tent.
Mm-hmm. You see a woman carrying what looks like, a house broom. Like a thatch house broom. It's not, no sparkles. She does have a pointy hat and a rather long cloak that is kind of wrapped over her shoulders.
Okay. Scantily clad.
Can't tell, the cloak's kind of wrapped around.
So I just look
You
at
can
it.
see the boots, though, that she's wearing do disappear into it.
So I'm just like.
Both of you make a perception roll.
No, not this time.
You're actually at
15.
disadvantage because of the dark, so...
It's
you
okay.
can-
15.
Okay.
Still a 4.
Okay, so you're basically just seeing her silhouetted against what few lights remain in the town as she's walking back your direction.
I'm like, I can't see anything.
You're human.
Yeah, it's dark.
It's still some hours before dawn. Like maybe 2.
I could bonfire by her so I can get a better.
That's rude.
You could haul the campfire out.
Throw it up.
Does she look like she's coming towards us?
Yes. She's walking at a leisurely pace, though. Not in any kind of hurry.
She sounds very old when she talks, but she looks like your age. Is that normal for humans?
I don't know. I mean, maybe if they smoke as much Vladron does, I guess. Well,
So we'll wait
well,
patiently.
and I'll just be like in Celestial, just be like, well, we'll act civil, and we won't try to give up any information.
I don't speak very good common.
Right.
That's what I told her.
Right.
Okay. As you watch her approach,
Yeah.
when she gets to about 60 feet, the eyes kind of like go a little red. Like they completely go over in red.
We can see this through the silhouette? Because I just see a silhouette.
You know the eyes almost like they're backlit with red.
Yeah, so like the silhouette, and then I see red eyes from a silhouette. I'm like, whoa, that's not good. That doesn't look good.
And a tail drops out from behind the cloak.
Oh,
Should wake people.
oh, oh no.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
And I'll run inside.
Oh. How far away is she?
Still about 60 feet. Maybe
Not far yet.
55, 50.
Slaps Vladrin.
Grab your shield. Just in case.
Yeah, I'll wake up.
And I speak,
What?
please stop.
The woman is coming. She grew
When
red
you say
eyes
please
and
stop,
tail.
she stops.
Oh,
Okay.
Approach cautiously, just in
Hi.
case she knows
Um,
about the liar.
can I help you?
I step out of this.
Nice tail you have there.
She goes, oh, and tucks it back up into her cloak. It's very kind of like thin and with almost like a heart
Yep.
shape at the end of it.
Oh.
Almost, not quite.
So,
Paladin, go kill the fiend.
I'm just gonna go out. I'm gonna kind of like cautiously walk up and be like, if you don't mind, I'm gonna illuminate the area so I can get a better look.
Oh, please, my dark vision is worthless.
Okay. I'm a bonfire behind me.
Not at the tent, though, right?
No.
You're not like.
Like literally, like I imagine I'm here, she's like way over here, so I'm like doing
You
it.
put the tent down, so show me where the tent is.
So like that's there, they're all in it, and so I'm putting it like here.
Okay.
Oh, bonfires, right? And so I just kind of.
I think.
Huh.
And so yeah, my bad. If she's that way, is she coming from this way or this way?
Probably over here.
Okay, so yeah, that's the way I would do it. So I can just.
I'm just gonna switch over so people can see what we're talking about. But we're not gonna fight.
Yeah.
And that's very far away. It's very hard to see. We'll work on that.
We'll work.
That's better.
I don't leave the tent. I stay. I like get up and
Stay in the tent.
Stay.
So do you
I
two come
leave.
out?
I leave the tent.
I get out
Put
and,
Hope
and then
actually
like
inside the tent
yeah, I
and then put you
Hidden
two
in the
where
tent.
you are. And we'll put
Yeah.
Kaylin where she's.
Where are you going? Are you just standing outside the tent? So it's the three of us?
She's facing the wrong way.
Yeah, she'll stay near the tent.
Okay. I know you just like wave. Are you peeking out through the flaps, or are you just like hiding around the
I'm
sides?
like hiding in the side and just listening.
Okay.
By the way, every minute of the conversation, I'm just like re-speaking the words of Primordial to summon bonfire. Because it only lasts a minute.
Okay. But it does light up enough
Yeah.
in here to see that she's not. You think she's probably a tiefling.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that there are horns kind of poking up through the pointy hat that kind of like go up like that, very low key.
oh, Loki.
Yeah. Not low-key. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she doesn't have Asmodeus horns.
Okay.
She's got like.
Yeah.
I will divine sense
Typical
when she
like red
gets,
skin.
It looks pale, more pink.
when,
yes.
when she gets within 60, I'll divine sense her.
Yeah, she looks. The skin tone is almost completely human, except for slightly like pinkish.
So like her parents were a succubus, or heritage were a succubus.
It's hard to tell.
Does she ping on his radar?
My divine sense.
No.
No. Okay.
So it's tiefling.
Was ready to like put up the shield and then just kind of was
She's
still
like,
prepared.
she's looking
but-
at you, but you can tell while she's looking, she's also taking it in. She looks over at the elven woman in the other camp who has stood up and has rolled up her little sitting carpet, and you can tell she's tugging on Mouse's rope.
Hey!
But she hasn't tried to wake anybody else.
So, how are you? Salutations.
She goes, I heard music playing this evening as I was coming towards town.
Uh-huh.
Any of you musicians?
I am not a musician. Are you a musician, Ledrin?
No. I haven't heard any of the stuff you told.
Yeah.
She says, I heard a man sing. Have you heard that?
I'm about to blurt because I don't know.
You
not
don't know
to-
it.
Yeah.
So, and I'm the whole time I'm going,
A man.
Well, there wasn't anyone singing tonight. Maybe it's
Could've
voices
sworn
over
there
the
was.
voices over the wind.
She goes, no, I'm very attuned to music. I'm quite an aficionado, actually.
oh, are you?
Yes.
I go get the,
Harp out of the wagon.
yeah, pull it out.
And she goes, Tom Pax. And her demeanor changes. And we'll call it for tonight.
Oh, I fucked up.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna conjure yours.
Good night, folks.
Anyway, goodbye.
God, Steven!
Damn it.
Nice.